All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Be Yourself Adventures. I am here by myself, and I was really hoping my. Wait, hold on. I'm getting a message real quick. Hold on. Hello? Hello? Oh, okay. I guess he's backstage. Um, we do have a special guest tonight, and in a couple minutes, I'm going to go ahead and introduce you to him. Just want to say hi to everybody in chat. We got Curtis, we got Mike, we got Brother Jay, and everybody's anticipating who do you have on as a special guest? Well, it's Lizzie Armstrong. No. Hi, Lizzie. All right, here we go. You ready to introduce? Welcome into the panel, Curtis Selby.
Yeah, I realize that that this is last minute, but I really need the bail right now. What? Oh, hold on. Sorry, I'm going on stage. Hi, Larry. How are you doing today?
Oh, good, good, good. I'm so sorry to bring you in on the last second here. Um,
Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
yeah,
No, this is a fantastic. I love your intro. That's really cool.
thank you. Thank you. It's just something I kind of whipped up, I
That's
guess.
really cool. Gorillas came up with my intro because anyway, the one of those skills that we talked about backstage that I need to be garnering and gathering, but that was really cool. I like that.
Oh,
So
fantastic. All right, before we get started, I'm going to just kind of welcoming everybody in the chat because, you're here, you're in chat. We got Brother Jay here. Just
howdy, Jay.
can't wait to see who it is. He said, "Oh, Mikey. Oh." And I said, nope. He goes, oh, okay. He says, one on one with yourself,
Yeah,
right? Right.
he'll
And
be
what did you say,
dancing.
Curtis?
He'll be dancing with himself. Oh, oh, oh.
Right. Dancing with myself, Billy Idol stuff.
Yeah.
And you said,
He's interviewing me. Huzzah!
there you
Rock
go.
on.
Mike says, hello, guys. Just watching Gorilla's Twilight Zone episodes. Yeah, I know you said you'd be here around 11 p.m. your time. And you said, sweet, cool intro. Brother Jay says, "Oh, Fat Man Batman. Unfortunately, no, he is working. Working. Like, hello? Yes. Oh, LOL." And Lizzie says, "Hi, Curtis." And you say hi. Hi. She says hi. And accounting sheep.
Yes.
Well,
He's
that
like a cornerstone of my community. The guy's a great, he makes great poetry, he makes great song parodies. He's
ooh,
he's really cool.
I
So
love song parodies. I can tell you that.
Lizzie is also a pillar in my community. She makes a lot of videos about Australia and
Really
just basically things that go on. Like there was a car show that she had some really cool videos of.
nice,
So she's
nice. So she's out and about having a good old time.
hmm
That's awesome to hear. Brother Jay said, "Oh, hey, cool." He said, "Howdy," and she said, "Howdy" to Counting Sheep, and Mike says, "I like how you say it."
Huzzah!
Huzzah! The sheep's back. Oh, look at here.
Lemon
Yes,
pie.
Sir Lemon Pie. Thank you for being here. It's better being here than there, or there than being here. I don't know. One of the two. All right, let's get serious here.
Sure.
Time to get serious. All right. So again, we want to welcome in brother Curtis Selby.
Thank you very much. I'm
And
very honored to be here.
well, fantastic. All right, let's go ahead and start. Let the audience and people in chat that don't know you a little bit about you.
Um, well, beyond my streaming, there's not a lot to talk about. Um, I was a very intelligent kid, but without knowing it, was probably somewhere on the spectrum, like for autism or something like that. Um, did really well in high school, but I had a kind of a troubled, abusive upbringing, and that there were things that happened that I don't really like to talk about. But I went to college, and I ended up with chronic fatigue syndrome, which is
Oh,
just it's confusing as crap to talk about because there's a lot of controversy about it, and
right.
essentially most of the time when I'm just out in public, I just try to hide that fact. But
Yeah,
but
yeah,
when I'm decided to do streaming, I decided that I'm not saying that I'm going to air all of my skeletons, but I would try to be upfront about you know who I am and what I'm doing. And so fast forward, I got married. I got married to a kind of a crazy person, and I had an autistic son. And we talked a little bit about him backstage, but
right.
where I'm going with this is he started. I had zero thought about making YouTube videos.
Yeah,
Uh, I had thoughts when I was younger about like you talked about earlier about maybe radio or something like that. But YouTube, by the time it came along, I was already old ish, felt old. I was already married and working 100-hour work weeks. And, YouTube was just this weird thing that kids did with their fax machines and rock music and hula hoops, So it was nice to watch on the rare occasion that I had some spare time. But my son, he found some software called GoAnimate. You may or may not be familiar with it. I've been surprised to find that a lot of people in the community do know about it. But essentially, it was very user friendly stuff, and it allowed him to make these really simple little cartoon videos. And the thing about autistics is there's their their nerves, their neurology is not wired up the same as a neurotypical. There are things that fascinate them or that affect them and impact them in ways that we don't really get. So there's this whole community of autistic kids, or was at the time, that would make these just what you and I would think of as bizarre videos, but they just were obsessed with them. To use one example, there was something called the grounded video. And a grounded video was basically where the autistic child would do something just silly and ridiculous. And the the parent would get upset with the autistic child or the teacher, and they would ground them for this, whatever this ridiculous thing might be. And anyway, he made just dozens and dozens of these videos. And I got to where I would kind of try to help him script some videos, things like that. More or less wasn't very successful with that, but when I saw how simple it was after I'd left my ex-wife, I got to thinking, well, all my life I've done all these basically dead end jobs. I basically allowed my circumstances to take over my hopes and dreams and goals and plans. And I've thought, possibly this was something that I was capable of doing. And so I fumbled around and I made these really cheesy videos and things. And I tried all kinds of things. I tried making reaction videos. Those didn't work very well because YouTube would keep dinging me on copyright and stuff. And then uh, I was just kind of fumbling around. I was finding communities and seeing what people were doing and listening in on live streams.
Right.
And eventually, I'll try to cut to the chase. I was in the chat with Troy Pacelli and Netter,
Hmm.
and Netter reached out to me and said, "Hey, I think you have an interesting channel. Would you like to be interviewed?" And well, yeah, really, I would. But I was, I was kind of trepidatious as well because I was very much, and still am, kind of fly by night. I'm not as professional as I would like to be, but I'm constantly trying to get better. But
Yeah.
when I agreed, okay, we'll do the interview, and the night before we were going to do the interview, we had a thunderstorm.
Oh, jeez.
Took out my computer. So fortunately, she had given me her Twitter account, or probably they'd have no idea what the heck happened to me. But I
Right.
reached out to her on Twitter and I was like, "I'm so sorry. I will still, I will find a way to do this, but my computer's out. I've got is my phone." And so we did that stream. I just had my phone, and then another thunderstorm came through, and all the electricity went out. And so I was like, it's one of the reasons why I started doing avatars was I was in the dark for half of that interview.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
But where I'm going with this is, and don't get me wrong, there's several very amazing communities, but
Right.
that community was so warm and so welcoming and so encouraging that I just kept going. And
Wow.
I'm not saying I've reached the epitome of success, but I've gotten to that monetization place that I'd struggled so hard to get to, and I know it's so hard to get to, and I could not have done it without. I know it sounds so trite, but it's true. I could not have done it without them, without Gorillas, without Mikey. Uh,
Yeah.
there's 100 people I should be throwing the name out of
Yeah.
that uh, that helped me along the way.
Well, see, that's good. Now you're saying you're monetized. Are you at the first step where they say you
The
need 500?
the first step, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Don't let me exaggerate. I'm the big thing. No, it's I got the 500 subs, and then the whatever it is, 3,000
3,000
watch
bucks, yeah.
hours. Yeah, so it's the very basic bare bones, but that's where I wanted to be.
Right.
Um, obviously, eventually, I want to get to the higher heights,
Yeah.
but right now, I'm just very happy that I got where I got.
Yeah.
So
Congratulations on that.
thank
I'm
you.
right now, I think one away from what 800 subscribers, but the issue I'm having is the watch hours. I mean, I'm so close. I've got like 500 some hours left, and that's it. But I would just have to say congratulations on that because it takes a lot of work. It's you really have to love what you're doing. And it sounds like that's what you like to do and that's what you love to do. So, and you got it started. Would you say per se you got started on YouTube because of your son and because of those? I remember those little animated videos
Yes.
you do.
Yeah. Well, you probably know this better than I do. But there's people in the community who've done a lot of Star Trek fan films that
Right.
used it. And you used to be able to use that
Yeah.
to make little Star Trek parodies and stuff.
Yeah.
And that was the very first thought that I had. That was the very first time when I thought it might be fun to do that. But they stopped using those Star Trek templates not very long after my son started using it.
Oh wow.
And so I had to give up on that. But also to to be blunt, my son would hog the computer. So, you know, I probably could have been a more brutal father or whatever, but he was having so much fun and he was learning,
Good.
some things, and he was interacting with people in a better way than he normally did.
Yeah.
So I felt like it would have been cruel just to butt in and I'm going to take this computer over and um, but yeah, it was absolutely, he's the one that got me started.
Hmm.
Um, there's kind of a bleak ending to that story, and I won't get too deep into it, but
Right.
he
Right.
ended up having some situations, and so now uh, I don't I don't ever I don't see him anymore.
Well, that's great.
So yeah, it's but
That can be tough with
yeah,
your own sibling,
yeah.
to be honest with you, or your own child. But no, I won't go there. This is about you, about being yourself. Basically, the
Hmm.
one is basically come on in and just be yourself. I'd just like to sit here and talk and get to know you better. I mean, I've talked to Gorilla. Also, real quick in the chat, I want to welcome in Gigi, Women 101.
Hey, hello.
Yeah, she's in here. She's dropping by. Says hello there, and it's great to see her coming in and hanging out with us. But yeah, and Mike is here too now.
Hey,
Awesome.
Mike.
Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. And
Here he comes to save the day. Sorry.
right. Here I come to say good day. Oh my
Fantastic.
goodness. The other
Good,
goofiness.
Mikey. God
Sorry.
bless you, Mikey.
Oh yeah. And he just says I sent the watch link to the guys. Awesome. Thank you. They should come after they're done. And hi, Gigi. Love you and the family. Awesome. Thank you. Oh, I still got my things on. Uh-oh.
That's
Wow.
cool.
Yeah, it's all this fun little thing. I kind of learned how to put that on there because every once in a while in the blue moon, I would have to do a video appointment with my doctor.
Ah,
And I would
gotcha.
just go like that, and I'll just take care because we're friends, we're good friends. And I'll go peace, and I say, "The heck is all these balloons and all this stuff going on?" I
That's
couldn't figure out.
fantastic.
Oh, it's crazy. I couldn't figure out what's going on, and he's like, "Okay," he did it, and he's like, "Oh my gosh, it's working on me too." And we're both going like this, and we both do together, and next thing you know, you got confetti falling, and but you got Connie Cleary's in your
Connie Cleary. Hey, hail and well met, Connie. Faithful bird woman of YouTube. God bless you for being here.
yeah, just fantastic. You guys in chat, if you have questions for Curtis, love to hear them. Love to hear you guys' thoughts. We're just staying, being ourselves. We're not going into really no political, no, going into anything about religion and this and that. We're just talking about our lives, you
Yeah.
know, why we're doing this and everything else. So I want to say everybody saying hi to everybody again. That's awesome. Yeah.
Now, I understand that Mikey was a part of how you got into YouTubing. Am I correct in that, or did I misunderstand
Um,
you?
it's kind of funny. It's kind of ironic. My Mike, myself, and Jim. I think Jim came on one of the live streams to talk about his beef jerky. We've all known each other since like 77, 78, right around there. And we used to go, him and I used to go on a lot of trips. And it
Okay.
would be I did one old classic video. I put it up on my channel. And remember, this is about you, not me. Um,
Yeah, that's all good.
yeah, we put it up. I put it up there because we were like YouTubers before there was even YouTube. We take our
Oh,
video
that's
cameras.
cool.
Oh yeah, we can say, here we go back down in Carlsbad Caverns again. Hope everybody's joining us and watching us. And it was pretty crazy. I said, Jim, how you doing? Well, here we are going back down, and it was pretty funny. We would go all over the place. And
Wow.
um, I just when YouTube came out, I really didn't know about any of the stuff, and but I finally had some friends that were in make this short, California. They did a lot of Disneyland things, and
Oh,
yeah, my wife and I ended up going meeting them and at Disney California Adventure. And I would go on live and watch them on live and everything else. I asked them, if I do this, if I become a YouTuber, I'm going crazy to try to think of a name for my channel. I've told people this before. It's like I have no idea what to call it. And Nick, it's like Nick and Crystal, their husband and wife, and they're just saying, you know what, you just gotta relax, chill, just be yourself. It will come to you. And I kept having in that back of my mind, be yourself, be yourself.
mm-hmm.
I go on adventures, so I just put it together, be yourself adventures. And it stuck. It stuck. It was there, and I just went with it.
Right.
So that's how Be Yourself Adventures came about. So, and you just use you. You're well, a tired blogger.
Yeah.
Why why'd you pick tired blogger?
Well, so let me back up just a little bit more, give a little more
Sure.
maybe pointless detail, maybe not as entertaining as we'd like. But anyway, when I was married to the crazy lady, I wanted to be what I really wanted to be at the time, and still in the back of my mind, there's two or three things up in my mind about, if life was just perfect, what would I be?
Yeah.
One of them would be, one of those things would be to be a writer.
Oh,
And I love writing. I think I have at least a moderate talent for it. But like I would write something and my ex-wife would find it and throw it away, or she would
no.
find it and yeah, there's reasons why we ended up divorced. She would
Uh-huh.
find it and like heavily edit it. And finally one day she was like, all of your ideas about writing are pipe dreams, but you could do this blogging thing, and even if you didn't end up making a living, it could be a fun hobby and all this.
Right.
So I started a blog back then, and it all went back to the same thing. Like I would write something and she would hate it and she would go in and mess with it. There's like two posts from
Yeah.
that old blog that she hasn't messed with, and I have shared them before just because not that they were great, but I was just so proud that they had escaped unscathed.
Right.
This was my actual writing, whether it was good or bad, it was my writing and not her weird schizophrenic stuff going on.
Right.
So fast forward again, I get divorced, and I'm thinking, that really wasn't a terrible idea.
Yeah.
Uh, and again, even if I didn't make a living at it, I could vent that creative side of me. I could do some writing, and so I started a blog, and I was like, well, what should I call it? And the chronic fatigue, it really is a big part of the dynamic of my life. I
Right.
hate it, but it's there.
Yeah.
And so I was like, tired bloggers kind of got a little bit of a ring to it. And then I've always been a fan of the cartoon The Tick.
Oh, the tick. Oh
Yes.
gosh. Yeah.
And so I know that YouTube, I got to be careful what I say, but they had the mad um uh how do I say the word? Basically the mad beeper that beeps at midnight. Maybe
Right.
you know the character I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do.
And I thought, the tired blogger, what blogs at midnight? That sounds really fun. And I've never totally gotten, when I started YouTubing,
Mhm.
I still kind of kept it connected for a while to that
Wow.
old blog. And then I realized that I was getting, even before I got the interview with Netter, I was still getting about twice as many people watching my really squirrely videos
Right.
as opposed to the people that would read these posts that I put so much effort into. And right or wrong, half the effort and twice the people, interacting, I just ended up kind of going into YouTube because it was easier. It was
Right.
simple.
Right.
And I would like to say hi to Matt Cheatwood. He's gone into my community there. He's a a big pillar of my community and a wonderful human being. I get a lot of good ideas from him. And Dave C.
Wow. Well, let's get
is-
back to the chat. I think that'd be a great idea right now.
Go for it. Go for it.
Yeah, if you want to go ahead and read this, this is Dave on your
All
chat.
right. On mine, do, 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 do. Let's see here. We've got Dave
Yeah.
C comes on. Hey, everyone, just stopping in for a hello at Connie, Lizzie, and at Curtis. And we're all saying hello to each other. Matt Cheatwood comes in and says good evening to one and all. And Women Wonder with Gigi says hello to everyone in the chat.
She's so sweet.
I don't know Gigi.
No,
That's
they've been on Fat Man Batman and Gigi, the husband and wife, they've been on the stream before.
okay.
They have it hasn't been a lot, but they have joined us.
That's
And
cool.
they're great. I love them so much. They're so wonderful people. They went with us to Universal Studios for that Back to the Future.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Okay.
it was Fan Fest. It was incredible. It was one of the first time they've ever done it. And we all got the VIP treatment.
That's
So
so cool.
that was great. But yeah, so Matt, you got Matt, and then you got Dave saying hello, and Gigi saying hello, and pretty much everybody's saying hi to
Everybody's
you.
saying hello.
Right. Yeah, everybody's saying, which is great. I love to see this. Toby.
Toby.
Oh man, thank you for being here, Toby, my brother. Says, nice to meet you, Matt. Mike says November 30th, 2026 will be my 20th anniversary as a YouTube creator.
Wow.
20th anniversary. Whoa, wait a second. How long has YouTube been even out?
I
Since
don't know. Although I know it's got to be getting close to 20 years if it hasn't
yeah,
been there. Let me look it up.
thank
How
you.
long? Yeah, how long has YouTube been around?
Yeah.
YouTube was founded February 14 of 2005. The first
Okay.
video, Meet Me at the Zoo, was
Huh.
uploaded in April 23, 2005. And then Google acquired YouTube on November 13th of 2006.
Okay.
So
So Mike probably got in there. I think what he's saying is like he uploaded, I watched a lot of videos. He saved them to his, his playlist and what have you. But I think Mike, didn't you generally start around when you started your first channel? I may be wrong in 2020 or 2021 when you first started that. So that's when you started doing YouTube. I remember the first time you did it, the camera wasn't the best and you were trying real hard and everything else. And 2021, 2022 is when I started. And in fact, my first video was Vulture Mind when I
Hmm.
actually went out. It was great. I was nervous as heck, but I don't know why I was nervous because I'm used to being in front of the camera.
Right.
But I didn't know how I'm going to play this out, but it worked pretty good. But I'm just real curious, Mike. But Eddie's here saying hi there.
Hey.
Fantastic, Eddie. He loves doing things with Disney, going out there, and has a great channel. So please check him out. Eddie, if you want to put your channel in chat, that'd be great. Again, everybody's saying hi to everybody. And you want to go ahead and read this? It's from Matt.
Nothing to see here. Move along. We're a hedge.
Right.
And the
And
tick is a national treasure, which I totally agree with.
I do too. And there you go.
Curtis, stop lying. I'm just a fat old farmer, which is not true. You're probably in better shape than I am, which frankly is really not saying much. But it's probably true that you are. And
That's
and
fun.
old, he's not that much older than me.
Yeah.
So, but he does farm, and he does he has a very interesting array of animals and
Awesome.
things. So
Awesome. Okay. Well, I got something from Gigi. She says, thank you. Thank you. We both thank you for what the kind words, and you have a wonderful guest tonight. I really love the talk.
well, thank you, Gigi. You're very, very kind. Thank you
She's
very much.
sweet. Wanted to say hi to Curtis's channel. All right.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you very much.
thank you very much. Yeah, no, I don't want to do that. There you go. You got Matt saying something to you.
Dirk, can you imagine traveling through time back to the ancient days of 1995?
Oh,
I have had that thought. In fact, my last stream was a watch party of the cartoon of Back to the Future, and I put a poll on there. What would most people do if they could go back in time? What would they change?
mhm.
And most of the people, I want to say about 50% of the people said that they would would uh, would win the love of their life
Oh, wow.
was the one that they'd choose. Not a single person voted that they'd go back and destroy Mustache Man. Not a
Yeah,
single one. So
nice.
so yeah,
Nice.
I actually liked that nobody did, but I was also kind of surprised. I figured somebody would vote for that, but
Yeah. Yeah. I think everybody always wished there was something they could have always changed.
yes,
I mean, I
yes.
don't think there's one person out there that would really just say, no, I think I've had a perfect life.
Hmm.
Nothing back then I would never change. And no, I think anybody out there who is really truly honest would say, of course, I wish something I could have changed, but you can't go back. That's the only thing.
Yeah,
All right.
exactly.
Back to chat real quick. She says, hi, Mikey. Everybody saying hi again. Congratulations, Mikey, on 20th. Warlord Fed. Oh, yeah, Warlord Feed or Fed. How you say it? Feed?
I think I can't remember. I want to say fade, but
Fade.
that's the. Isn't that the? Maybe I'm mistaken. Isn't that a character from Dune?
I think so. I'm not 100%. I'm
I
not going
could
to
be
say
wrong
this.
about that. I could be wrong about that. But
He said that was his first channel. Yeah, I remember, Mike, because when I started mine, I see you started doing what on that channel, and I was like, oh man, Mike, I wish I could help you. because I know the camera, you had camera issues and things like that. But you're doing fantastic now. Congratulations. You got 300 subscribers.
Woo!
Keep what you're doing.
Yes.
We said I started the video vlog at the Palomino Library. Oh my gosh. Oh, here's another one for you.
Hey, Dadman Walking. He's saying, "Hail, headed to bed. Have fun."
Awesome.
That's a great creator there as well. He and his wife, they both produce some videos. They're very positive, very basically you're not going to go on there and just get upset and blankety blank those Dadmans. I just can't stand them. They're
Right.
very, very heartwarming, positive, fun people. So
Yeah, that's what you need. That's
you
what you need.
do. You absolutely do. Even though I've been willing to go into the depths of politics and things,
Yeah.
I prefer positivity
Yeah.
over negativity.
Oh, jeez.
And it's, I think there's enough hate, there's enough, you're a big poop head, or, Canada's a poop head, America's a poop head,
Oh boy.
this candidate, that candidate. Yeah, whatever. Maybe that candidate is a poop head, but I don't think we can say that everyone that voted for that candidate,
Right.
whichever one,
Right.
was
Right.
they voted based off of the best information they had. And granted, maybe it was bad information, but they did the best they knew how.
So they
So
voted for the best poop head.
exactly.
That's pretty much
That's
it.
all I'm trying to say.
Yeah. They voted for the best poop head. Well, that's awesome. And Brother Jay is back. He says, I'm
Good to see you,
back
Jay.
on. Yeah. His internet's been going a little bit. Gigi saying, you're so welcome. And everybody's saying hi. And Liz says, interesting, Mikey. Thank you. And howdy, Miss Gigi. Mike said, yeah, it is from Dune.
I believe so. I think
Oh,
so.
actually, Matt did. Matt did.
Yeah.
I like the guy from Dune. There you go. Mike says, Warlord, I really don't want to butcher.
Warlord Fade.
Fade.
I'm willing to butcher things.
Yeah,
I'll take the flack if I mispronounce it.
there you go. My first YouTube channel started in November 30th, 2006. It ended in 2014. But on that note, Mike, did you ever go live? Did you ever have, anything? Or is that when you started collecting a lot of the music and everything? You know how you watch YouTube, you save this, save this, save this. On my other YouTube channel, which is just personal, I just use that for watching, like news, this, that, and everything else. I don't use it to do something like this. So I've been doing that probably like you when YouTube really came about, but I never really thought about doing my own channel, but we already discussed that. So that's water under my bridge, your bridge.
Woo!
So Mike says 30th. Jay says, oh no, logging again. Bad night for the internet, lagging again. All right. Cool 30th. Gigi says, hello, Jay. We have been saying we've been praying for you, bro, Jay. Thank you. Thank you, dear. And Mike says, I took a 3-year hiatus, then started Mikey Sues for November 10th, 2017, but we only started streaming in April 1st, 2023. Okay. See, that's what I was really curious. Mike said he started in April 1st, 2023. I actually started the end of 2021, but you've seen where I've had to stop for a while and this and that for unfortunate health issues.
I understand. Yeah.
Which I really thought I was just going to be gone ho, but things happened. Lost my mom. This, that. They're not trying to put excuses out there. Why I've been kind of.
I hear you though. No, I get it. I do.
I've been wanting to do like maybe 2 or 3, 4 videos a week, going out on my adventures, traveling. But unfortunately, things happened. It started very well, was going to a lot of places, but then things just kind of did hiccups, and I went and started going live. Got to meet all you guys, which was fantastic. So Jay says I've been praying for you all too. Congratulations, Mike. And Gigi says absolutely. Thank you, Jay. You take care. Definitely. Batman says hello. Yeah, just love those guys so very much. Okay. All right, let's get back to a question I have for you.
Yes, sir.
First thing is, if you don't mind, what year did you start at YouTube? And what is your channel really focused on? Are you really focused on one thing, or are you kind of like, I do this, or do this, or do that?
I'm way too ADHD, and I know that's been part of the issue of the on my channel's growth. I probably could have grown so much faster, but I never really for the closest I've come to a niche has been politics.
Right,
That's what I became known as, and if you the YouTube overlords were more forgiving,
right.
I would be okay with that, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
because I am interested in the topic. I like discussing it. I like talking about it. My only trouble is I want civility, which it may be naive. I don't know,
no,
but uh, somehow that's really what got things to take off. But the truth is, I don't really have a niche. I started. Let me look it up because I want to be accurate here. December 16 of 2020
okay,
is when I started this channel. I had done a previous channel with no success at all
right.
called Pose Hotel. And
Really?
yes, and Pose Hotel was going to be about basically me doing uh, readings of poetry and book reviews.
Hmm. Wow.
And I worked my tail off. Of course, this was also back when during my last bout of bad chronic fatigue. So,
Right.
take that for what it's worth. But I really did put a decent amount of work into that and got squat.
Wow.
I think I ended up with 14 subscribers.
Wow.
Um, and granted, I could have done more with it, but I frankly just I gave up.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then later I started this up when I was because during the disease that we shall not name,
Right.
the world was getting to have what I had had in years previous, and I was actually on an upward trend.
Yeah.
So I started, like I say, I started fumbling with different videos. For a while, I tried to just be kind of a comedian, but nobody seemed to want to listen to that.
Right.
Poor Matt Cheatwood let me do an experimental interview with him. He actually, other than my dog Cassie, he's probably got some of the highest views of any of my shorts
Oh, wow.
uh, from that I just carved out from that practice interview where I clumsily interviewed him. And Matt's probably like, "Oh, damn! Please don't bring that up."
No.
But but it was. I thought I think he had fascinating things to say.
Yeah.
But other than poor Matt, I couldn't at that time. I didn't have any clout, so nobody really wanted. Nobody wanted to be interviewed. Like none of
Right.
my friends, other than Matt, I didn't have clout. I didn't have any expertise. So I gave, I let that go, and then I started. I stopped doing the comedy things, and I started getting into kind of a split thing of trying to do reaction videos,
Hmm.
which YouTube just decimated. Like the copyright strikes were just, I realized that other people can do it, but whatever the formula is, I didn't figure it out.
Right.
And then also there were a lot of political things going on, and I was trying to figure them out, just like everybody else.
Right. There's a
And
lot to talk about.
there's a lot going on. There's a lot of lies from both sides
Right.
that have been said. And one of the shticks that I did, and I'm still kind of proud of it actually, even though maybe it was foolish, but I would go live and I would just investigate with everybody freaking watching. So, if I made a mistake, it was there to be seen. And we would, I don't want to get deep into politics, but
Right. Yeah.
but you would take a topic, so and so had talked about this topic,
Right.
just pick a person, pick a topic, whatever, and we would go and investigate it with the very limited resources that we had. And people seemed to really enjoy this. Now, eventually, the downfall, there were two downfalls. One is I went from being very centrist to being fairly strong for one particular side. And right or wrong, that's what happened.
Yeah.
And of course, the other side really did not like that. And that's understandable. And the second thing is, I frankly picked the side YouTube doesn't like.
Yeah.
And so for about 6 months, I couldn't get monetized. I had the numbers, I had the views, but I had quote unquote harmful material.
Really? That's what they said?
Yes. And so I spent the last 6 months until this current month,
right,
editing videos. And I mean, some of it made some sense. Like I did a video. I really hate the YouTube censorship. I did a video about the event that occurred in 2001.
Oh my gosh! Oh, that.
Yes. And I was like, okay, they didn't like this, so I just took that off the channel and put it on Rumble. And there's some other things that my friends from the other side who decided that I was pandering to the other, to the side that I ended up picking. I figured if they were upset with it, probably YouTube was too. So I either took those just totally off and put them on Rumble, or I put the original on Rumble and heavily edited it if I kept it on YouTube.
The question I have is, why would they? I mean, this is something that happened and is now part of history.
Yes.
It is part of history. So, I mean, I'm not going to go, like you said, go into the politics and everything else, but you got to understand there is history. Things happen in the past and we learn from our mistakes and we just move forward.
Well, this is my stance on it, but it's also, I'll be frank, it's one of the reasons why I have largely backed off of talking about politics. It's not so much that I don't want to.
Right.
It's YouTube won't freaking let me. I have to be very roundabout about how I say things, or they'll nail me. And it sucks. And yeah, I could be like this Alex Jones type that I don't care what they do. I'm so brave.
Right.
But it isn't even a matter of bravery, because they'll just take you down.
Oh, of course. By the way, taking me down, I gotta get back to the chat. There is a lot of people here.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
It's hopping.
Okay, first of all, Mike says, I use a digital camera, bro. Larry, on the Warlord Fade channel during the time for shooting early videos. Well, there you go.
Cool.
And Jim, Commodore Productions.
Hey. Howdy,
Check
Jim.
out, check out Commodore Productions. You'll never know what you'll see. Thank you for being here in the chat. And here you go. This one's for you, my
Yep.
brother.
YouTube doesn't like people discussing politics. No,
Nope.
they
Nope. Nope.
don't.
Thank you, Lizzie. Put Mike's channel there. So if you guys would like to subscribe, also there's Jim's channel, Commodore Productions, and also there's again, and there's Fat Man channel.
Fat man.
And here's one for you.
Yes, so this is Matt is sadly, I think, mostly correct on this one. Hoping for civility, American culture has lost the ability to lose gracefully, and political discussions rarely end without a loser.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So
true.
true. So true. All right. So Mike's putting his current channel in there. Thank you, Mike. And Jim's saying hello again. And I think that's his older channel, Mike's older channel. So if you guys like to subscribe there, Lizzie's saying thank you to Mike, and Brother Jay says, I took a meclizine for my dizziness, getting sleepy, praying for your procedure tomorrow, brother. Good night. Hey, good night, Jay.
Good night, Jay. Sleep well. I'm praying for you as well. You're there may be somebody in this chat that's not on my prayer list, but I can't think of who it is. You know?
Right.
But and there are sadly a few days that I end up forgetting to pray, but most days I do pray for all of you for what it's worth. It may not be worth much, but
Suzanne for one.
Yes, 100%.
Definitely for Suzanne. Mike's there's Curtis's channel. Oh, here's our video from yesterday.
That was fun, Mikey. Thank you for having me on.
Thank you. I know I'm not like a goofball. I'm not too, I'm not saying Mike's a goofball because Mike is Mike and Mike is Mike. So, right, Mike? They say enough mics in there.
Yeah.
Hold on. Where's the mic? Mike. Mike. Need the mic, please. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I do sit down. I'm a sit down comedian. Too lazy for stand up. So,
yeah.
oh
I love comedy, but man, I don't have the guts to actually stand up and do it on a stage.
Oh, yeah, you gotta be too lazy for. I mean, I'm really lazy to do any stand up. So, Jim says my live 2 hours ago. Here's the link. Oh, a few hours ago. All right, thank you, Jim. And YouTube, the facts are
No, you're not wrong. Absolutely not wrong.
Jim!
Hey, James!
Oh my gosh, Jim, what are you doing here? Hey, by the way, we finished all that beef jerky. Just so you know, it was so good. It was. Tyler kept snatching it from me because he grew up like me, loving beef jerky. Just where's the beef jerky? Oh, Tyler has it again. So yeah, but we all were very fortunate, and thank you for that. It was so delicious, and keep making it. Keep good. Keep doing it because you're got something going there, my brother. We've known each other. I was talking about you earlier with Curtis about we were YouTubers before there was YouTubers. I mean, we sit in the hotel room together, and we take the video camera, we're videotaping the TV. It was like the episode of I Love Lucy, but when they were in Hong Kong or something like that, it was just crazy.
Wow.
No, it was funny. I mean, we went all over. We went to Colorado, New Mexico, and just you name it, we were doing it. So, I mean, Mike and myself and Jim, we were always doing some crazy trips and things like that. But he's here. Mike says, Prayers for both Larry and Suzanne, as well as Suzanne.
Mhm.
Yeah, Suzanne, I'm just that really, it's really tough. I'm not gonna, go into details or anything else. Just letting her recover. Let God just take full control
Mhm.
and make James a mod so I can I can sub to him. All right, hold on. All right, yeah. All right, Jim. I'm gonna make you a moderator. Okay, you're probably go. What's a moderator? So there,
Smooth moderator.
okay, there you go. Uh,
Smooth.
moderator.
I am now subbed to James Fogle.
Awesome. Thank you.
Ooh, you're welcome.
Jim says, glad you liked it. And here you go. Here's one for you. Brother Curtis.
Oh, woo.
I think Matt is talking to you.
Oh, Matt. Oh, sorry, Matt. I am distracted by shiny objects and squirrels.
Oh,
Every
squirrel. Oh,
everybody loves beef jerky. Why do we never hear about pork or bacon jerky?
ooh.
Hmm.
My wife is hooked to bacon jerky.
I don't think I've ever had it.
Oh, it's so good. Ronnie from Ronnie's World.
Yeah.
Got Diane. We went on our trip up to oh crap, what was it? Was it Oatman or I mean we've been Seligman or something like that, and Ronnie had some and gave it to us, and it's by what the big beef jerky makers out there. It's red and black, and I just can't think of the name of it. But they
Mm,
make it. They-
cool.
It's really good. It smells just like bacon. I
Oh
mean, I'm
wow.
okay with it. It's not the best for me, but my wife loves it.
It
Uh,
sounds like something I need to have. And James is talking about salmon jerky.
thank you, Lizzie. I made pork jerky and salmon. Yeah, I want to try that salmon jerky, Jim, because you said you were thinking we were going to make some or this. I tried. The chicken was incredible. The chicken jerky. Oh my gosh, that was he had me try the chicken jerky first.
Mm.
He tried that first. And that was so good. It was only little tiny pieces, and it was done. Do it. It's like, dang, come on, tease me a little more, Jim. I mean, I don't know how big a jerky fan you are, but
I'm a big jerky fan. Jerky's gotten too expensive.
no.
It's just, it used to be I would often buy it, and now it's like what used to be $1 or $2 is now $5 or $6, and I'm like, I'm gonna skip on that. You can get one
Yeah,
little stick of it, but
yeah, it is expensive. And Mike is telling Jim, I'm your first subscriber. Woohoo!
woo,
And Mike says, congrats on your standard mod ship. And Matt says, now I'm thinking of good jerky.
goat
Awesome.
jerky. Yes, that does sound good. I would love
Yeah,
to try that.
it really does. And there's Jim's channel.
Oh,
Guys, if
Jim.
you want to please check it out and subscribe, that would be fantastic. I would appreciate it. He's going to be probably showing, a lot of his beef jerky. And, if you guys are interested, please um, subscribe to his channel and reach out to him. He has, of course, I'm subscribed. Am I subscribed? Should be. Yes, I am subscribed to Jim's channel. He doesn't have any content on there yet, but let's see if we can help him out with that and see if he can start videotaping some of his jerky. Show
Mm.
people, maybe the process, how it's made, why he got into bait. This is one day I'll bring Jim on and he kind of explain it. But let's get back to Brother Curtis here. Okay.
It's going to be
All
hard
right.
to think of anything but jerky now.
Right. Anything but jerky. Let's see. One more thing from Jim says, I made a batch of beef jerky with my spices mixed together, 27 different spices. Good grief, Jim.
Wow.
That's just wild. All right, back to the process of the podcast with the interview with our brother, Curtis Selby. All right. Now, if you never decided to be a YouTuber, what would have you done? You said you liked writing, doing things like that. Would you have continued doing that, or
You
what
know,
would
I kind of doubt it, honestly.
right?
I would love to say that I had all this courage and fortitude and I would have persevered no matter what.
Right.
Um, but I honestly think that life had gotten so rough and so hard that I likely would have given up on writing.
Yeah.
Um, when my computer went down, I lost years of writing
Oh my
because
gosh.
I thought I'd backed it all up, and I did back up a little bit of it, but there's so much of it that was just gone, and
Yeah.
I have not been able to get it back. But recently, I basically made myself start back over, and I've been putting that on my Patreon page, and the paid members there get the probably pathetic efforts at rewriting the stories that I had written
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I mean, was there any interest of type of writing you like to do, or is it
what I mostly wrote was historical fiction,
okay?
which is weird because what I enjoy reading is sci-fi and fantasy,
Hmm.
and I have some ideas for some sci-fi and fantasy stuff, but for whatever reason, whether it's because you get so beat into your head that you can't do impractical things, you've got to do practical things.
Right.
And so often when I'd sit down to write, I found myself writing. I mean, I did still find myself writing fiction, but
Yeah.
for some reason, fantasy and sci-fi is not what would come out. And I wrote this short story when I was 17,
Yeah.
and it was at the time I was reading. Oh, what was I reading? I was reading The Man in the Iron Mask
Ooh.
and some stuff like that. Some very fantastic, but also very, very bitter. Because I don't know if you've read The Man in the Iron Mask, but it does not have a happy ending,
No.
you
No.
know.
No. No.
And so I wrote a story that it wasn't really based off of that, but the feeling that I was going
Right.
for was the same.
Hmm.
And I always, again, I'm a little bit on the spectrum. I
Yeah.
always seem to just stay focused on that character. And it went from a short story to, well, how did he get to that place? Because the short story is about the ending of his life,
Yeah.
basically. Well,
Yeah.
how did he get there? And how did he get there? And and where
Right.
did he start? And who raised him? And how did the person who raised him get to where they were? And that's what I have. It's very, very, very rough. It shouldn't be, but it is.
Yeah.
On my Patreon page, the members can read what's basically me trying to re-dredge up that story.
Oh wow.
And right now I've just gotten the the man who ends up being the father of the main character, not the real father, but the
Right.
adopted father of him. I've
So
gotten him to that point, and
so
that's what.
that's on your Patreon patrons
Yes,
you're on the
yes,
page? Okay,
yes.
for the members.
and I'm trying very hard to actually think of some kind of value for these
Right.
people who are actually paying. I don't mean to be like, you don't pay, so you can't have anything, but I'm, there are actually people paying me now, and they're not a manny, but they're there, and it's their hard earned money. So
Yeah.
I'm trying, and possibly failing, but I'm trying to provide value for those people
Well,
so
that's
that that they have something. Um,
right for being a member, right?
right?
Okay,
Yes. You
gotcha.
know,
Yep.
um, Matt is saying something.
Yeah, so that's good. I mean, that's great. That's what maybe the direct. Yeah, I mean, there's so many different directions somebody can go, but here we are. Here we are with YouTube, and yeah, go ahead and see. Matt has a
Did,
question for
did
you.
you hear about that new quiet tennis? It's like regular tennis, but without the racket.
Nice,
Boom.
nice. Wow.
That's
Okay,
fantastic.
that was good. Mike says Larry and I and his 2 subs, but we need more. Please subscribe to notify everybody. Yeah, so that's another issue I've seen with the YouTube. People aren't getting the notifications, even though when you hit
Mhm.
subscribe. Of course, you're not. You just click on his subscribe. You're not going to get notifications because you have to hit this little tab that pulls it, drops it down. It will say subscribe or no unsubscribe, and then or say all. You want to get all notifications because all has a little bell next to it. But that's kind of
Mhm.
how you do it. So you have to go up this little drop down to be able to say you want to get all notifications. A lot of
Yeah.
people don't. They just say, okay, make sure you ring the bell. Mike does a great job. Ding, 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 ding with his bell. Ring, ring, ring goes the trolley. Uh, ding, ding, ding goes the bell. But that shows my age.
Classic movie there. Classic movie.
Wow, that's really showing my age. But that's kind of how you guys do it. Just do the drop down and hit, subscribe. It has the bell to it. So basically you get all the notifications. But for me, I do that with others. It's not working. So just kind of wanted to give you that information. Lizzie is laughing and cool drummer. My
Cool
gosh, I had
drummer.
fun.
Sweet.
I need to go out to the parks and start doing some new stuff. I mean, I did go to Universal in May. That was awesome. I have not been in the parks for a while except for Universal. And he also says, "Good evening, Mikey Sue's 4. Happy Thursday." And Mike is saying, "Hi, happy Thursday, the cool drummer." And you want to go ahead and this is for you.
Yeah, Lizzie is saying interesting on the books. Curtis, Lizzie has read the same book. Lizzie's a well-read person. She was talking the other day about a lot of the books she's read, and I think of myself as a well-read person, but
Oh,
there's definitely people who uh, not only compete with me, but frankly surpass me. And Lizzie is definitely in that camp. She's a very well-read person.
yeah,
So,
I want to also thank you for Lizzie for subscribing. I really appreciate you so much. That really means a lot. You actually just put me at 800 subscribers, so thank you.
oh, sweet.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Lizzie, thank you. Thank you
Thank
so much.
you.
She
Let's
is
do.
such good people. She's such good people.
No, we don't want to do that. There's a little celebration. Fireworks. All right, guys, we need some confetti and kind of enjoy the party here with my brother Curtis Selby. So we're having some great fun, a great interview. I'm sorry it's more on the more, just being ourselves and not
That's fine. I
too,
frankly, I'm a little tired tonight.
yeah,
You know, don't get me wrong, I'm having a blast, but
good.
it's like, oh, it's late at night.
Oh,
Uh,
I hear you. I know. We're gonna
but
call it pretty soon anyway, because I got to get up early. Unfortunately, for
mhm.
I got to get done. But it is. But let's get back to some more. Here's Matt again. He has a question for you.
How is my wallet like an onion? And I would not have guessed the answer, even though I should have. But his answer is every time I open it, I cry. But boom.
Oh my gosh. Matt, you're right there with me. My
Those
God,
are
I
my
want to
kind of
cry with you.
jokes. Yes.
I want to
Yes.
cry with you. Can I do that, please? Wow, that was awesome. Okay, here's one for you for Lizzie.
The Man in the Iron Mask by Alexander Dumas, originally published 1847, set in 1661 France.
Yep. Yep.
And yeah,
Boy.
I still love Dumas. He's uh, he
Well,
may be a little fantastic, but he knows how to tell a good story.
oh man.
I loved the Three Musketeers. I loved the
Oh.
Man in the Iron Mask. I loved man. Uh, oh, I'm having a senior moment. The Count
What?
of Monte Cristo.
Oh, that's such a great
Oh,
one.
I love that one. Have you seen the version with Gerard Depardieu?
The original?
Well, I don't know about
It's
no. It's like from the 90s.
okay. Yes, I did see that one.
Uh,
I did
I
see that one.
I love that version.
Yeah, The Count of Monte Cristo. That was probably
Mhm.
I remember seeing that. I mean, I've seen so many movies, but
Yeah,
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 I
yeah,
see that.
yeah.
But it seems so realistic.
That one, yeah. And the weird thing is, it is when you really step back and think about it. It's a very fantastic story. It's very
Wow.
implausible, but you watch Depardieu
Yeah.
and you actually almost believe that this stuff. I mean, you totally believe it could happen, and
Right.
you
Even though
almost find yourself wanting to believe that it did.
right.
And the great thing about Dubois is, yeah, a lot of that stuff didn't happen, but he would base it very loosely off of real people. Like there was a real D'Artagnan. He wasn't anything like he was in the book,
Right. Right.
but he was a real person. And anyway,
That's
it's fascinating to
yeah, you
me.
guys please gotta check it out. Please check out Count of Monte Cristo. It was a great book, great movie. But yeah, there I just love those type of stories like that. But we can
Yes,
go on all night. But
yes, yes. We
I mean,
could.
I'm serious.
Yeah.
We can go on. I could talk about stuff I love in history and
Uh
everything
huh.
else, and my gosh, we would be here till
You
tomorrow.
got it. We could.
Yeah,
We really
and
could.
Lizzie said I subbed to Mikey.
Thank you,
Awesome.
Lizzie. God bless you, Lizzie.
And speaking of Ronnie, like I did earlier, here she is.
Woo!
Hey,
Howdy.
hello, friend. Hello, everyone. Ronnie, for you, Kaya, and London. Love you so much. And Sashi, here you go.
Sashi, the man from the future, hailed and well met.
Awesome, Sashi. Greetings, everyone. Just passing through. All right. Well, don't hit any bumps in the road. Okay. Be careful.
Right on.
Don't hit any bumps. So Sashi, awesome. And Matt saying hi to Sashi. And Ronnie saying hi to Cool Drummer, which is so awesome. Cool Drummer's here. It's so awesome. Everybody's here. I'm not going to say, well, it's awesome for such and such to be here. Everybody else, no,
Yeah.
no,
No,
no.
there's so many cool people in this chat
Oh,
right now. There
oh,
really
it's
are.
incredible. Incredible. Intercontinental like has been delivered. What? Intercontinental like has been delivered?
Yes, Sashi. You may or may not know this. Sashi is from Malaysia.
Oh,
So,
that's right.
yes,
It's
yes.
like what, afternoon or morning or something like that over
It's
there?
yes, he's quite a few hours different. So we
Wow.
call him the man from the future, although very technically so is Lizzie. She's the woman from the future
Jeez.
because they're ahead of us in the time frame.
So
So
it's tomorrow, but even
yep,
though it's today.
yep, it's tomorrow for them.
So they're in the future. It's tomorrow, but we're technically it's today,
Y-
right? Or is it tomorrow?
I think for them it's already tomorrow. I mean,
Tomorrow?
let me know, Sashi and Lizzie, but I think it's already tomorrow for them.
Okay, not today.
Yeah, today is today for us for
Today's
a
gone
little
for
bit.
them.
Yep. Yep.
Not to confuse everybody. Nice. That's all we need.
Back to the
Uh,
Future.
Back to the Future. Right. Love that movie. Love all three of them.
Yes.
Love all three of them. Ronnie saying hi to Mike. Sashi saying hi to Matt. And Liz says, "Oh, Curtis, just a book collector." Hello.
Yep. Yep. I one of the first things I did after I left my ex-wife, I went crazy because I hadn't been allowed. And don't get me wrong, I don't want to paint it too bad. I had a sister-in-law who gave me a bunch of books, so I still got some of my fix.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I just went crazy buying books
Yeah.
after I left my ex-wife because like it did not matter. I could buy a C.S. Lewis book about Christ, and
Oh,
somehow
geez.
she would be upset about that.
Really?
And yes, and I would be like, I could understand you being upset if I bought like a Playboy magazine or something like
Sure, yeah,
that,
like yeah.
but
But
no, it
C.S. Lewis, my gosh, the Chronicles of Narnia and all that stuff that
yes.
were so incredible. I met well, I had a meeting with them with the producer
Oh yeah,
of those movies. Yeah, Mark Johnson.
that's
And
cool.
in his office, he had some of those posters of the movies Chronicle of Narnia. It was so awesome. So I
Well,
want to put a shout out to Crystal Veda. I know she's probably not listening, but thank you for setting that meeting up. That was a few years ago. But back to the chat again. All right. Mike says, Ronnie, good to see you, hon. To Kaya in London, too. Awesome. Hi, Sashi. Okay. Ronnie came up with this idea. As you can see, the sign behind me right over here, it says what?
yes,
Tell me
Route
what, right?
66.
Right, Route 66. Thank you. She says, once I hit 1,000 subscribers, I will get a Route 66 tattoo.
That
You're hearing it right now, guys. It was on the video when we went up to Winslow. We took my wife and Ronnie up to El Rancho in New Mexico. Oh, am I doing that? So just a light popped up. Um, but she just blurted out. She says, I'm just gonna say this. Get him 1,000 subscribers and he'll get that Route 66 tattoo on him. I don't have
mhm,
any tattoos on me. None.
right, right. Same
I
here.
I've never even fanned them because, being in the movie business, acting and modeling and all that back in the day, I never wanted to. But now that I'm old, decrepit, and this has been and where I used to be, and I'm just kind of no, I'm kidding. Thought it'd be kind of a cool idea, and I'd like to hear you guys thoughts on this. Would you think it's a good idea, bad idea?
Man,
Um,
I don't know. I actually have to think about that before I gave a flippant answer, but it
right,
sounds like a cool idea. But having said that, I doubt that, if I'm being brutally honest, I doubt if I will do something like that. Like if
yeah,
I get 1,000 subs, I'll do something. I'll
yeah,
like, and I need to do more. I need to be posting more videos. I mean, I'm doing probably enough streams,
yeah,
but I need to be actually posting videos. But anyway,
yeah.
thinking out loud, I need to do things like that to reward people for subbing and staying subbed
Oh,
and
yeah. I mean,
all
people
that.
love just, be yourself. I'm not just doing it to say, hey, come on, this will get everybody. I'm just doing, because it's kind of a what,
It's a milestone and
thank
it's
you.
not easy to
Sort of.
do. It's really not.
No, it's not. I mean, I can't wait to hit those 100,000 subscribers. I am kidding. I was probably
Well, you
90
know,
years old by that time.
well, but you won't get there if you don't, and that's the thing. I
Right.
talked a little bit about this with Mikey yesterday. I'm a big believer in goals,
Yes. Yes.
and don't get me wrong, it's not the be all and end all, and it shouldn't be a substitute for your relationship with God or Christ or whatever your core beliefs are.
Right.
But I do think that if you don't have something that you're striving for, you just end up adrift, or at
Yeah.
least I do.
Yeah.
And where
Yeah.
I'm going with this is I think that it's very good to have a mix of goals in that you have the realistic ones, like the 1,000 subs, that's realistic.
Right.
But I think you also have to have those just insane, you're almost certainly never going to accomplish that, but
It's good to.
it's 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 definitely never going to happen if you don't at least strive for it.
Right.
I can't imagine anyone who either doesn't have, okay, if you don't have a major studio behind you
Right.
and you're not some hot beautiful 20 something woman,
Oh my gosh.
I sincerely doubt that anyone is going to accidentally hit 100,000 subs.
Yeah.
I think those days are over.
Well,
You know,
I'm going to say something to that. Well, first of all, my friend, she's like in her early 20s, and I've known her for a while. This channel is like it is. I was there for her stream, and she had me come check it out, and she hit 100,000 subscribers. It was
wow.
crazy because I've been following her, watching her, and going back and forth. She does a lot of things with Disneyland and this and that. But
Uh-huh.
she did. She hit 100,000. But there are people out there. They're maybe in their early 70s or even 80s going out there, and they reached that goal. They hit that goal. There's this old gentleman is he's a old timer cooker, outdoors. He shows how to like on a wagon, and I can't think of his name right now, but he makes stuff outside like he
Wow.
used to do in the 1800s. Thing of beans or how to cook this out. He's incredible. And he's hit over 100,000. I mean, I think he's closer to 1 million subscribers.
Wow.
I mean,
That's
it's
incredible.
just yeah, I don't think he wasn't pushing it, trying. He was just having fun. And, if you don't have fun, what's the point? And basically, if you guys like this video, if you like me talking to Curtis Selby and you want to see more things like that, do me a favor. Hit the like button. See right there? Right there?
Ooh.
Do it for Curtis because he's also streaming with this as well on his channel. And, share the video. We talked about the notification thing and subscribe. If you guys are having fun. If you're not, you know, there's the door. No, I'm kidding.
Well,
I'm kidding.
I get it. What, why even bother to watch, honestly,
Right.
if you're
Right.
not having fun? And I mean, I do a lot of watching to support other channels, but at the same time, like, say I'm watching oh, Gorillas, or say I'm watching Troy Pacelli.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, odds are that I'm watching to be supportive, but there's about an 80 to 90% chance that I'm actually enjoying the video too.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
actually having fun listening to what they're saying, and I may not necessarily be agreeing with what they're saying necessarily, but
Yeah.
although it's not often really, but they have fun with what they're talking about. They often put things in a way that's at least different enough that I
Right.
want to listen. as opposed to just the constant regurgitation of
Sorry.
the mainstream. That's okay.
Sorry. I just heard that word for a second. Oh my gosh, I don't know where that came from. Sorry. Wow. But it's so true, my brother. It's so true. You know what? We got a lot of you know what's again?
We got chats.
A
Woo!
lot. I like it a lot. Okay.
People
Ryan
interacting.
says, hello, Matthew. And we're saying hi again. Sashi saying hi to Lizzie. Mike says, don't forget Don
Don
Quixote.
Quixote. I love Don Quixote.
Oh,
I
you.
love Don Quixote.
Here's
Uh,
one for you.
Dumas was also he had both African and French heritage. That is
Yep.
true.
Yep.
That is true.
And there's one for you.
For the truly fantastic, and sadly I haven't read this one, but I do know that this is true. It is hard to top the adventures of Baron Munchausen.
Yes.
I
Yes.
haven't read it though. I need to. Well, there's 100,000 books I need to read.
Oh, jeez. Elementary, my dear Watson. Elementary,
Yes.
my goodness. I'm a big Arthur Conan Doyle fan, the Sherlock Holmes.
I love Sherlock Holmes.
Oh my gosh, we could have another whole stream about that one. I mean, I could just go on and go on about Basil Rathbone and Nigel Bruce.
Yes. Yes.
By the way, I don't mean to change it up and throw this out there. Oh my gosh,
Jim?
why am I doing this? But I was watching your stream that you did for me recovering all that, and PvP was talking about the Avengers, Mrs. Peel. Well, went to see the movie. Mike, I can tell you right now, doesn't care for this actor, but I like him as an actor, but just an actor. Is Tom Cruise, and I saw the
Mhm.
last Mission Impossible.
Was that good?
It was incredible. I saw it twice, and
Wow.
the lady that's in it, she's an English actress, and it just dawned on me last night. Said, if they ever had to try to do the Avengers again, she would play a perfect style of Mrs. Peel. That's how good she is.
Mm. Wow, that would be cool.
Oh, she's incredible. She would be perfect to her her mannerisms, the way she acts in the movie. You gotta see the movie because her character in it is something else. But she would be perfect for something like that for the if they ever decide to reboot the Avengers. I don't know who would ever play Patrick McNee,
Right.
but for her, it would be a shoe in.
Yes.
It would be a shoe in. And I gotta get back. I am so sorry. Sorry, I just had to throw that out.
That's all good.
8:22 Friday, 2 p.m. Wow. I know where I'll be tomorrow at 2 p.m. Not good.
I will probably be streaming actually, but
Well, thank you because I know where I'll be. And
you'll not be streaming. Yeah, you'll be
no, no, definitely not. It's
in a
really funny
place.
when I got down with the heart surgery. I decided I'm going to go live streaming after recovering still in ICU. And I don't even remember doing it. And I went live. And sometimes you can hear me, sometimes you can't. I went, why did I even try? But how wrong?
Because that's what was on your mind.
Yeah, I was being myself, even though I didn't know what I was doing. 12. It's Sashi says it's 12 p.m. on a Saturday. What? Saturday? It's not even Friday here. Wow. He says 12 p.m. on a Saturday here. Well, he's definitely. Oh, look, check this out.
No lottery numbers.
Great. Dang it.
I'm
Dang
always
it.
asking him for the lottery numbers. He never gives them to me. Never
Darn it.
does.
I would love to have some. I play them today and win tomorrow. Yeah, right. And Mike says it's already Friday afternoon for Lizzie and Sashi. Welcome to the future, friend, brother Sashi. And wow, Sashi, LOL. Here you go. I'll let you go for it. I don't know why I'm
Oops.
there.
Friday, not Saturday. Almost let the cat out of the bag.
Wow. I was wondering, it's like, How in the world did you already skip a couple days here?
I was
Oh,
wondering about it too, but I don't like to because all too often I'll find out that I don't know everything.
right.
So
Right.
whenever I call people out on things, it's too often as it turned out that I should have just kept my dang mouth shut. So
I was just going with the flow. Here's
yes,
another
yes,
one
sir.
for you.
Sashi, you almost blew it, dude.
It's nice.
Lizzie was thinking the same. And Sashi's definitely not that far in the future. Move along. Nothing to see here.
Nice. And here, Ronnie says, "Hey, Larry, London subscribed on her mom's and other granny's phone. Awesome. Thank you. Tell London thank
Woo!
you. Shout out to London and Kaya. Those are Ronnie's granddaughters. They are cute. They're adorable. We bring them back sweets and candy, this and that from when we go on our trips. The last stream I was on, I had the cotton candy, prickly pear cotton candy, and they kind of shared it, and I put their little video up. Ronnie sent me to it, so check it out, guys. Um, but thank you, Ronnie. Appreciate that. And there's Liz. Is that your
Liz,
YouTube channel?
that's her YouTube channel.
Lizzie?
So she's got some content on there. So please give her a sub if you would not mind. And
Awesome. Guess who else we have here? PvP's on your channel.
PvP. Woo! Thank you, PvP. Just finished Gorilla's Twilight Zone. I
Welcome into Curtis's channel.
woo 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 woo.
Whoop, whoop,
He
whoop.
and I and Mikey. I'm hoping y'all let me know if anything's changed. But we have been we started a series where we're doing watch parties of Dark Shadows.
You know what? Did you know I was going to try to help PvP
Oh,
in
I
the beginning?
didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, because the beginning of the year, PvP, I already did the thumbnails and everything, got it all started. But I was doing the Avengers and he was going to do Dark Shadows, even though that was my mom's favorite soap opera
Well,
back in the day. I know
we
so much about Dark Shadows, it's not even funny.
well don't let me Mikey and PvP contact me if we want to hold off
No,
and
no,
have
no,
Larry,
no.
or if we just want to do tomorrow and then later add Larry in, or whatever we want to do.
Yeah,
I
because
think that would be great.
I would like to do one because Dark Shadows actually started before even Barnabas came into it.
Yes.
They had to the thing why they brought Jonathan Frid into the show because their ratings was starting to drop. They were going to move to the different time zone, this and that, and they were about ready to be on the chopping block. So
That's
remember that?
no, I mean I didn't know that until recently.
Yeah,
PvP
yeah.
shared that with me, but yeah, it had been that he let me know that basically that show is almost on the verge of ending,
Oh
and
yeah.
then Barnabas came along.
Yeah, the thing when they really promoted Barnabas, it was so incredible. He became almost like a teen idol. Every time he would go out, hounds of people wanted his autograph and pictures and everything else. And he even did I think it's "What's My Line" or whatever it was, where there would be three panelists. There would be all actor, and comedians or what have you, and they had to figure they'd be blindfolded and they had to figure out who this person was. And Jonathan Frid came out with his whole vampire outfit, but they can't see him, and they need to ask questions and find out who this person is. Of course, he would not talk much. He would change his voice or weird something to try to. And they asked the question, "Are you on television?" Yeah. And they finally, I don't think nobody got it, but they took out their blindfolds to find out it was Barnabas Collins or Jonathan Frid, and he even had the vampire teeth in his mouth.
That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Oh, it was incredible. He had the onyx ring, but I love Dark Shadows. I am such a huge, huge, huge fan. I mean, I grew up watching it when I was a kid with my mom, and I would love to be a part of it. I mean, I would love to restream one of the episodes because I made a really awesome thumbnail for it. I mean, a really cool thumbnail. And I'm just glad you're doing it. I really am. Because I really wanted it to be out there for everybody to watch. Dark Shadows is a Dan Curtis production. So that kind of tells you how big a fan I am.
Well,
of Dark-
I had I had actually never watched it until I was in my 20s, and sadly the episode I tried to watch was not very good, and I think it was before Barnabas Collins,
right?
and so I judged the whole, as sometimes I do. I judged the whole series based off of that, and PvP shared out what the best uh, episodes were, and so we did those, or we did what he said were the four best episodes to start with, and whether or not there's other good ones as well, probably, but the four that he picked out were really, really, really good,
Oh,
and it's basically just about Barnabas being released from the grave, and then he goes and visits, and he's getting established in the town and stuff. So it's really, really cool and creepy and melodramatic, and I love it. So
yeah. It's just I've been really wanting to. I was help the PvP. We were going to do this. Talked about last year to get try to get going by the first of the year. I showed PvP how we were going to do it. I tried to show them how to get set up with StreamYard and this and that. But it's for some people it's not easy, and from others it's just like you just get to it and you're going to it. But all right, we're really going backwards with Dark Shadows. But
right.
sorry about that, everybody. But it is a very oh my gosh when. Okay, I'm getting this done tomorrow. When are you going to do the next one after tomorrow?
Well, my intent had been to do it 1 p.m. tomorrow, but I'm getting some messages from PvP, so we'll see. We'll just see what ends up happening. But that's the plan at this time, is
Right.
for me and Mikey and PvP to watch some episodes tomorrow about 1 or 2 p.m. Central.
Yeah, I think PvP works.
Uh,
And
yeah, I
yeah.
believe so. And I've got some things to do in the morning, but I should be done by noon.
Yeah, see,
So
I won't be done from the procedure until probably about 5 or 6 o'clock tomorrow evening, my time.
right on.
So it's but I like to be able to join or do whenever you do the next one because I'm serious. The thumbnail I made was so cool. And I
Nice.
showed it to PvP, and PvP's like was excited about it. He wanted to use it.
Yeah, I think that would be a great idea.
Yeah,
Is if when you're more or less back on your feet enough to stream,
yeah.
we can pick up uh, where we were. But again, we may do one more episode, but I don't want to do too many of them without you. So
Right. Well, no, I really appreciate that. And yeah, I really wanted to get going with Dark Shadows. But I know I'm going way, 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 way off the track. I know you're tired.
it's all,
Yeah,
it's all good.
Jim in the chat said also he was trying to help as well to try to get this going for PvP. And I think we all were excited about it and wanted to do it. So let me see if I can even find what I was going to show you, but I apologize for getting off on the.
It's more than okay. It's absolutely okay.
Yeah, I just, you know, when I think of something, it's like, stop, 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 stop. You don't need to start, you know, tumbling over the bridge when there is no water.
No, we must tumble right over the bridge.
Right. And that's kind of what I'm doing right now. No. Um, but I'm gonna have to get back to the chat too. But I wanted to show you that so bad. And now it's gonna bug me because I have so many thumbnails and this and that and everything I made. And I hold on, I think I found it. Yep, I just found it. All right. Okay, you ready for this? I'm gonna share it.
Ready when you are.
All right, my brother. I appreciate that. Let's see if can I stretch it. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to crop it. Let's go here. Let's go back here to share screen, image file, video file. Go here, window.
Oh, that is fantastic.
Television show and review, and it's supposed to be reviews, but yeah, that kind of messed up on this, but I refixed it
Ah,
because
that's fantastic.
yeah, that's I mean you got the same font, dark shadows, you got the moon, you got Barnabas. I have that same type of ring right there.
Mm,
So I was gonna put that up there and
that
do
would
it.
be fantastic.
So I didn't know.
Absolutely.
I didn't
Yeah,
know.
the thumbnail that the AI came up for me is, let's just say, not as good, and leave it at that.
Well,
It's it served its purpose, but no, that's much better
well, I
than
appreciate
anything
it.
I've got. Yes, that is fantastic.
Well, thank you. Thank you. All right, so we're gonna get back to the chat again. Coolness, Ronnie, because I'm gonna have to get going, and I know brother Curtis is gonna have to get going soon. Probably. You sound tired, my brother.
A little sadly, but
We're tough. We're few. We're the
yeah,
proud. We are
yes,
the YouTubers. We are
yes.
the YouTubers. We are the proud few, the YouTubers. Coolness, Ronnie and Mike says, but you were the first to wear an earring from our king. Oh my gosh, Mike. Yeah, the brain's blowing up. Yeah, I know. I had the earring right here. I still kind of feel where it used to be, and had a cross. I had, all kinds. Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
I was an 80s kid, a 70s and 80s kid.
I miss the '80s
Oh,
sometimes.
you and me both. Went to Disneyland. They had Videopolis. I met Bill Medley there. I met John Travolta there. And
Oh, that's so cool.
that was awesome. Lizzie says hi to PvP. Ronnie says, I needed coffee and I was trapped in a car at the railroad crossing. Well, you can blame Fat Man Batman Richard on that one. He was telling me earlier on a phone call that he had to fuel up the train, and when they stopped it right in the middle of the crossing so everybody would be trapped. So it's Fat Man. I'm just joking. It's not Richard's fault. It's my fault. All right. Awesome idea. Sashi says hi, PvP. Here you go. Matt says hello to PvP. Hey, where are you located? I think Ronnie's asking you that.
Oh, yeah, I am in northern Oklahoma, as Mikey Susie Four had answered in there. I rather portentously call myself the voice of northern Oklahoma.
Ooh.
I'm really not meaning to be proud or anything. What I was hoping to do, I started when YouTube wouldn't monetize me. I realized I probably needed to change gears and change strategies, and I frankly kind of, after a month or two, started to despair
Yeah.
that I'd ever get this channel monetized.
Right.
So I started a new channel, and my thought there was to do basically to try to focus more on local
Hmm.
things and to
Right.
get people from Oklahoma, to get sponsors from Oklahoma, because on one hand, yeah, I do want to have fun with this, but I really would love to either make a living or at least, you know, get to the point where, like, I got laid off recently, like the
Right.
very day
Dang.
that I got monetized.
Oh my
I
gosh.
was told, yeah, I know it's, you would think it sounds like a Dumois novel almost, but
Wow.
it's true. I got laid off the very same day. And so I would love to have the channel to a position where if that happens again, it's not, and it's not the end of the world anyway. I've got friends and I've got
Yeah.
support, and I've gotten unemployment and a
Yeah.
part-time job that,
Okay.
supplements. And so, I mean, I'm not in a terrible place. Don't get me wrong,
Right.
but
Right.
at the same time, it would be great to be able to do this as a living, to talk to people like you and like Mikey and like, uh,
Oh.
whoever. And Johnny Carson is still my hero. That would be
Oh my
really fun.
gosh.
Just
Right. You
talk
know,
to people for a living.
right. I would actually like to set up a studio where I can actually get people in and sit
Yes.
and talk to them. And Randy, who's been on the stream before, the Ultimate Tubester, he always told me to, he used to watch a show called, I just had his name too. Um, Jeez, I cannot believe I just went blank, as you say, senior moment. Um, Yule Hauser. Hugh
Hmm.
Hauser was a guy in California. He would go out with a microphone, just go to people's business, talk to people, interview them, talk to them and this and that, go to some, like botanical gardens or whatever. And he was really, 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 I guess, very popular in California, Hugh Hauser. And I've been watching some of his videos, what he does, but I don't really want to be somebody that has already been somebody.
Yeah.
So
True.
I just put this in my own perspective and just be myself. Like, I mean, where do you, just a real quick question, where do you see you going with your channel? I mean, um, where do you want to see it? You say you want to go it because you want to have fun, you want people to join, you also would like to make a living with this. I know that's hard to do.
It is.
I'm not
Yes.
really focusing on that right now. I'm really just having a great old time and watching the subscribers and people in chat go up and go down and go up and go down. It's
Right.
my head's hurting like right now. I'm looking at my phone. Oh, there's this. Oh, well, there's that's good grief. I feel like I'm getting whiplash just looking at my phone.
I,
Oh,
I I I resemble that remark. As far as, like I say, I've got the realistic, and I've got the pipe dreams. The realistic, I would be very happy to be at 1,000 subs
oh
by
yeah,
the end of next year, at any rate.
yeah,
If not this year. And of course, that means making a living at it. We're probably talking 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 years in the future. But
yeah.
then you've got the pipe dreams, and
Oh
that's
yeah,
like, you and me and Mikey and Gorillas and Troy Pacelli and
yeah.
like all of the people that I've grown to love, just form this massive YouTube empire and
Right,
conquer the
right.
world. I mean, I'm exaggerating a little bit,
Yeah.
but that's the pipe dream.
Well, it's a good dream. I mean, my dream, next year on 11/11 of all days, next year 2026, I am going to be definitely out there celebrating the 100-year anniversary of Route 66.
Nice.
on 11/11 of all days, because I'm telling you, my channel is a lot about Route 66. That's from the El Rancho. Um, but I'm really big on that. I'm really big on, going to the parks like Universal, Disneyland. I don't want to go into the woke stuff because I'm 100% there, but I'm not, I don't put that aside with the fun. Going there, being part of the attractions and this and that. I like to go there just to have fun, show people what it's like to be there when you may not have a chance to do it. Okay. And it's the only thing that bothers me about Disneyland and the Universal and the parks. There's becoming way too many YouTubers, and not enough seems like family orientation anymore, like it used to be. So it's kind of really a sad thing if you think about it. I mean, when I was a kid, I'd go to the parks. It was just about family, having going on these rides over and over, this and that. But it's also good for YouTubers going out there showing people, what it's like to be in the parks. But there's just so many now. There's a lot of competition. So I had to get that out of my way. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Curtis, for that one. He fell asleep.
No, I have not fallen asleep.
No,
I'm
I'm
just,
kidding. Doing a gorilla. Doing a gorilla. No, I'm kidding. No, but you know what I'm talking about, right?
I do. Yes. I mean, it
Yeah.
would be great to be doing stuff like that.
And I love to. I love
Yeah.
it. The problem with me, I got thrown off on my channel. I started because I had the heart surgery. A lot of people already know that. I got into playing Fortnite with, Matthew, Mr. Dragon, and Richard, Fatman Batman. We started playing because it gave me something to do to go live. But that wasn't the whole attention for my channel. It's just being out there doing the adventures, like what my channel's about, like what your channel's about. You're just tired. My brother Curtis Selby is just tired. He's a tired blogger. He's an amazing person. That's what I have to say right now.
Well, you're
Uh,
very kind. Thank you very much for that. Thank
oh,
you.
you are. You're incredible. And I want to say something to Sashi right now. You want to go ahead and read this?
Yes, Sashi is saying, I don't sub. I'm more of a Dom.
Well, fine. Thank you, Sashi. I am really just heartbroken. I'm sad. I don't think you can do thumbs down, can you? You can only do like. Oh, no, you can't. Don't do that. No, no thumbs down. Please,
No,
like,
thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up.
thumbs up. Yes, subscribe. I know if you don't want to subscribe, I understand. I'm not asking you. I'm just telling you if you want. Did I just say that? I'm
I think we're
sorry.
both. I think we're both tired at this
Yeah, let me
point.
finish up with the chats here. And Mike says, congratulations, 800 subs, brother Larry.
Indeed.
Thank you. Here's one for you.
Don't worry, Curtis Selby. If you ever adrift, I'll drag you to the depths. We Asians are good at that.
That's awesome. I like that. That is really awesome. PvP says just on after Gorilla. Let's see. Got some food in the oven. Awesome. And Jim says Commodore Productions. Please check out his channel. I put the link in the chat. He says my current subscribers is 12,032. Congratulations.
That's fantastic.
Awesome. And oh, here you go. There's somebody else in your channel.
Mark Melnikov, Kapla, glory to you and your house.
Doesn't that sound familiar like a gorilla?
Yes. And
Wow.
Booger, why ask why?
Hey, Booger. How you doing, 414? And here's many talented folks in this community. Yes, there is.
That's true. That's one of, like I say, my pipe dream is to get us all together and just do something amazing. But I don't know exactly what it would be. Somebody else is going to have to be the idea person. But
Right.
anyway.
PvP. You are over at Curtis's channel, right? It's for me. I am getting tired. I didn't know if you were in my channel or PvP's and PvP's channel. Really? Curtis's channel.
Yeah,
Wow.
PvP. I'm not even sure if I should repeat that one, but yes, PvP is hungry. We will leave it at that.
Yes. Yeah, I see that. And then just, yep. Liz says hi to Booger. It says, Dio not believe that? What?
I'm not sure.
Do
Do
not
you
believe. Oh, do not believe
do
that.
not believe that? Gotcha.
Also, and here's one for you.
Oh, we saw the Cuba ballet dance Don Quixote. That's fantastic,
Ooh,
Lizzie. That is
that's
fantastic.
that's awesome. Booker saying hi. PvP says we need to watch a Baron film. It's great. There you go.
Baron Munchausen. Yeah, it's a great
Yeah,
idea.
yeah, and this is Mike. The Adventures. You want to go ahead and read this?
Yeah, The Adventures of Baron Munchausen, directed by Monty Python's Terry Gilliam, was funny and fantastic. It also features Sting in a cameo as a soldier who is unalived.
That's why Mike likes it because of Sting. And Mike's going, yes, Sting, the police.
Every little thing she does is magic.
I like that song. That one I really liked.
I did too.
Um,
I did too.
Connie says, hey, PvP, I'm out, folks. Have a good evening. And that was from
Good evening, Matt Cheatwood.
As far as I know, bro, Curtis, we can still do 4 episodes of Dark Shadows Friday afternoon. So that would only be just you and probably Mike.
Yeah, I mean, I'll get with Mike and PvP both, but we may. I mean, it just depends. We may do something, we may cancel, but I would like to get you in as soon as we can.
God, yeah, that would be great. Because, like I said, I started this. We'll talk about this last year when I started the Avengers. I was going to have PvP do it because I didn't know, and we started getting into this long conversation on, I don't know if it was Gorilla's live stream or my stream about Dark Shadows. And when you started saying you're doing it, I was just like, thank you, somebody's doing it, because I just wanted it out there, and I know PvP really wanted to do it.
Yeah,
And
he's very passionate about it. I can
oh,
tell that. I can
that's
tell
that's
that.
that's how I am about Dark Shadows. I'll watch it and I'll watch it. My mom had the whole box set of DVDs. It was in a coffin style and said Dark Shadows.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Oh my gosh. All right. So, Matt, have a nice night. And Jim says, yeah, Larry, I tried to help you and PvP with the Dark Shadows. Kevin, oh my gosh. I hope you're still here. Kevin Theme Park Adventures. Please check out his channel. He does a lot with going to the parks, Disneyland, California Adventure. He's a great guy. He has a fantastic channel. Please check out Kevin Theme Park Adventures. Mike saying hi, and Jim saying hi to Kevin. How are you doing? I'm doing great right now. Just wait till tomorrow, and I'm really going to be doing better. All
Right.
right. You want to go ahead and read this?
Sometimes Lizzie says she gets confused between yesterday and tomorrow on the intergalactic time zones. Right on.
Intergalactic lactatives can get you from here to Mars. That's an old Donovan song.
Right.
Oh, and I will not say the rest because I mean, I was a little kid and my mom played that song.
I understand.
And Kevin says, congratulations on 800 subscribers. Thank you. Beautiful poster going back to the Dark Shadows. Thank you. And he also says, congrats. It says, AI does not have.
It really doesn't. No, it's, I lean on it because my Photoshop skills are not great, but
Yeah.
but there it is. So
I work with Photoshop. I've been doing it a lot for a long time, but now the stupid AI's out. I've been throwing stuff on there to just be lazy, and I shouldn't be doing that, to be honest with you, because I
no,
love
yeah,
doing Photoshop. I really do.
that's
But,
cool.
but for me, sometimes if I'm in a pinch, I gotta have something to put out there because I just don't want to put a blank page up there.
Yeah, that's just it. I can make something that's kind of dull.
You do great. You do good. You really do. Don't.
Well, I appreciate it. So I mean, sometimes things have come out better than others,
Yeah.
but
I was happy with my Avengers one. That was cool when I made that one. But but some of them are like, why did I even think about making that one? Ugh. All
Ezra
right.
Carter is in the chat saying, "Sorry, I'm late." You're not late. We basically we had to do this late because I worked and we're just trying to get this. We've been trying for months to carve out some time, and we've both been busy and stuff. So we
All right.
finally got a time where we're like, "Crap, we're just gonna do it."
Right. Right. I've been wanting to do this with you. I've been wanting you and I to be able to go live stream.
Me too. There's a couple of others. I won't name names because I'll forget somebody, and there'll be somebody. Oh, you didn't mention me, but yeah, there's lots of people that I would love to do some collaborations or interviews or something
Yeah.
with.
Yeah. Gorilla and I did one together.
That's
And
fantastic.
yeah, that was fun. That was really a lot of fun. And Lizzie says, saying hi. And
Yes, Ezra is part of the same community that Lizzie came from.
oh,
Ezra is an actor. So
really?
yes. So I don't know all the details, and I don't want to steal his
Oh,
thunder away from him, but he's got a project going on, and I'm excited to see where it ends up. So
what part of the world is Ezra from?
I could be wrong. Forgive me, Ezra, if you're out there and you hear me say something stupid, but I want to say he's up toward the New York area, if
Oh,
I
okay.
remember right. If
Okay.
I am wrong, I'm so sorry, Ezra. Sometimes my brain doesn't work real good.
Senior moment. No.
Yeah, no, exactly. I
No.
know he said, and I want to say that he said it was New York, but I could be mistaken. And my apologies if I am.
Guys, if I don't, if it's first time I'm meeting you guys in chat, especially if you're on Curse, if you want to put your link in chat, if you are, if you're a moderator, if you can do that.
I'm going to
If
make Ezra a moderator because he's been in my community for quite a while now,
Yeah.
and I haven't made him a moderator. So
Oh,
let's do that.
there we go. I did it with
You
Jim
can
earlier. Now you're going to do it.
standard mod. So there you go, Ezra Carter. You are now a standard moderator. Huzzah, huzzah, huzzah. Feel free and
Awesome.
share links of your whatever you want to share. I mean, within reason, obviously.
Yeah, right. Right. Everybody, if you have a channel out there, if you're a mod or what have you, please share your channel. I'd love to, subscribe to you. And Connie and Ezra saying hi to Connie and PBB saying, hey, he's eating supper. And here you go.
Ooh, Lizzie has a Sting t-shirt from a concert.
Wow.
That's fantastic.
Nice. Nice. As she said, nice PvP. Kevin says, I'm doing good, Larry. Well, that's great. I am so glad you're doing fantastic. You and Cool Drummer and Ronnie and all you guys. I love each and one of you that come into the chat and the channel. And this has been fun.
This
I
has been
really, yeah, I'm sorry I haven't gotten more in depth, but I don't want to get in too deep of, talking about conversation and like I did. I apologize about the Dark
fun.
Shadows thing, but
No, that
that
was fantastic. That was
yeah,
fantastic.
that just threw me for a loop because here I go again. When I think about Dark Shadows, I almost feel like Barnabas Collins and the Collinsport and Judith and all the characters in that TV show were just perfect. Also, Quentin, like Quentin's theme. So I could just go on and on and on and on like a rapper
That's
about Dark
fantastic.
Shadows.
Yeah,
But Kevin said he's doing good. I'm doing great until tomorrow, but I'll
right.
still be doing good.
Yeah, the channel that so like I was going to use that Look Movie program, and sometimes that program kind of wigs out.
Mm,
So if we do end up canceling tomorrow, it will likely be because of something like that. But he says that it works on Tubi. So what will probably happen tomorrow is that we will try Tubi and
okay.
see what we can do with it. But
Unfortunately, I won't be there,
right.
but you gotta please let me know when you're planning on doing more. Are you going back to the beginning, or are you
No,
starting off with Barnabas?
we're just starting off with Barnabas.
Okay.
So
What I might want to do, if you don't mind, I might do a couple of streams just to kind of throw people off
no,
where
that's okay.
Dark Shadows started because I have Dark Shadows. I have it on Amazon.
Oh,
Play it,
fantastic.
play
That's
it. I can start
good.
the beginning where um um my name is Victoria. Um
Yes.
Well, Victoria is riding on the train when she first gets to Collinsport. When she first gets to, I mean, this goes way back to beginning. This is to do with Ghost and all that. So, but yeah, I would love to kind of maybe you do this part, I'll do this part. We'll join up and do this part and make it fun at it. Make it a Dark Shadows
We'll
community.
make Friday or whatever day it ends up being, the
Yeah, it
Dark
was
Shadows Day.
right. It's so proper during the day, during the afternoon. My mom would watch it, and it's just that was crazy. Live audience too. All right, real quick, just update the ad blocker. Yeah, you could do that, or put it on the incognito, as they say.
That's a thought.
Yeah, that's one way of doing it. But like I said, I have it all on Amazon. I have the series from the beginning to the end. Where they go back to I'm not gonna spoil it for everybody. So I'm sorry. You'll just have to watch. Tubi works great for me. Thanks and only get better. Howard Jones. I love that song. Oh, 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 oh. Okay,
That
stop.
was a great song.
Oh yeah. Do you feel okay? Sashi says something.
Oh, Sashi is saying, F it, we're doing it live.
Nice, nice. Kevin, LOL. You're in Las Vegas? No. Seriously?
So I did mishear him, which is
Wow.
sadly typical of my state of mind anymore.
Ezra, I have a friend who is a big time YouTuber, who's a good friend. I got together with him when I went to Vegas. He's called um oh my gosh. I am tired. You know that, my brother? I
I
am
do. I
really,
get it. I
really.
totally get it.
He's has a great YouTube channel in Vegas. And it has to do it kind of like the word Compton, but it's not Compton. Get out. Oh, what is his name? Ronnie, I wish you were here right now. I check out his channel all the time, but he's a very, very well known YouTuber out there in Las Vegas.
Got you.
And we got together with him and stuff like that, but oh, I am tired. Okay.
Right. No,
Let's
I
just
get that.
continue. I don't want to be like the sloppy YouTuber. I'm a sloppy YouTuber.
Yeah. Well, trust me, that's where it can get.
Yeah. Yeah.
um, Yeah, and you know, I have had my own struggles when it comes to the technology. It took me a decent amount of time to figure out StreamYard, and I'm still far from a master of any of this stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I mean, I've been doing it for a little while now, but I'm getting the kind of the knack of things and what have you. Hopefully, I'm doing okay tonight. Sorry for just really getting goofy now because when I start getting tired, I become yep, oh,
gosh,
yep, that's it.
that's
Oh,
me.
oh boy, I can't even do it right now. Darn it!
Oh boy.
Thank you. That's it. Having some Mugatree even. All right. Jim says, remember, Larry, you and I in PvP spent like 3 hours getting PvP straightened up so he could go live on stream. Yeah, we tested it out. He did great.
Yeah, he does good on it, and he is right about that site that
Yeah.
sometimes that site goes wonky. So um, I don't know. I've got some things because I've got an appointment. I've got to talk to the unemployment people because I'm trying to. Um, basically, I don't know exactly all the details, but I may be going back to school or
Ooh,
something. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to get too hopeful, if that makes any
right,
sense,
right. There's
because I
smoke
don't.
to
But
be.
but at the same time, I would like to get out of this whole thing of, well, life sucks,
Right.
drink booze or whatever,
Oh, no, no,
uh, you know. Um,
no.
so it would be nice to get something lined up
To be out
to
there
be
with
out there.
public stuff like that.
Hmm.
And it's just it good. It keeps you going.
Yes,
You
and
know.
Ezra is sharing he's filming in the desert for NBC as the lead actor, and that's all he can say. And that's, yeah. And I didn't want to say too much myself because I know he can only say a little bit about it
Yeah.
himself.
Well,
So
let
you know,
let me tell you, Ezra, who I am. Okay. Yeah, I am really nobody. So that's the first step. Um, I worked in the motion picture industry for a long time. Worked on Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, Near Dark. I was out there for Young Riders. I was there for the Highwaymen TV series. Glenn Larson
oh wow,
produced. He did Magnum PI and got Battlestar Galactica, what have you. God, what a great guy! It was Sam Jones, who I'm still a great friend. He's like a brother to me, an older brother, and I was basically his assistant on the Highwayman. And also, they threw me in a lot of to film and stuff like that. But yeah, I've worked and when in Vegas, I worked on Looney Tunes Back in Action, Head of State. I was a co-producer on a reality TV show called Surreal Life with Vince Neil, MC Hammer, things like that. So I know what you're talking about when it comes to work. I mean, I worked on CSI, I worked on Angel. So that's just kind of, I'm throwing that out there real quick. If you get a chance, check out my channel. Sean Clark went with me to do filming locations when I worked on the movie Near Dark. I was Bill Paxton's double in the movie with Lance Hendrickson and such and such. So if you want to
uh,
check it out, that
I
would
I
be.
watched that video.
Did
Yeah,
you
I
watch it?
did. Yeah, yeah, I loved
What
that. Was good. That
were
was
your
good.
thoughts on that?
Huh? What was that?
What were your
Sorry.
thoughts on that?
Well, I mean, it was, as someone who's pretty pretty much totally outside of the film industry, that was fascinating because, there's so much that a layman like myself doesn't know.
Right.
We don't know how the sausage is made,
Yeah. Yeah.
you
Because
know.
you guys just watch it, enjoy it.
Yeah. And I don't get me wrong, I love watching, and this is not the same thing, I know, but I love watching the how-to things on like when you got a DVD and it's got extra features and they
Yeah.
talk about how they made it. But I You know better than I do.
Yeah.
They're just getting that shallow, just the bare bones to throw the fans a little bit of a bone.
Right.
There's a
Right.
lot of details that
Oh,
that I I will probably never know.
yeah.
So
Well, the thing about it is, Near Dark was my first movie I ever worked on. I went to acting school, and I first got the job, and then they called me back, said, "No, we don't need you." I was like, I knew this was kind of a mistake, and my mom's right. Really think hard about this, and then they called me again, and I was at the school when they called back, and they said, "You know what? We do need you." And we need you because you fit the height, the profile, everything for Bill Paxton. Bill Paxton, my gosh, what an incredible actor from Tombstone to Twister and stuff like that. But I ended up being his double when sometimes he wasn't there. I was in the whole outfit, and they would get me from the back or what have you to be in the movie. And Catherine Bigelow, who won for The Hurt Locker for Best Director. But it was incredible. It was just absolutely incredible. All right, so let's get back to it's not about me, it's about the tired blogger. Wait,
I no,
what?
I'm actually loving it because I love that there's there's a lot I think about both of us here, and
Yeah.
I like that. I really do.
Oh, it's incredible. But Ezra, please, if you can check, I mean, I'm not asking you to subscribe or anything. I'm just asking you to kind of check out the channel because I've been, like I said, been in the motion picture industry and for a long time did modeling. People are like you did modeling, you don't look like somebody who did modeling. But yeah, I did.
That's right.
But yeah, so Sashi says, look at this.
Okay, then I've subscribed to You Be Yourself Adventures. Huzzah!
Thank you,
Dun, dun, dun,
Huzzah!
dun.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. Smooth moderator.
Moderator,
Smooth
smooth
mod-
moderator,
wow. Hey, Lemon
smooth
Pie's back.
moderator. Who did what to who?
Sir
Oh,
Lemon
lemon
Pie is back.
pie! Huzzah!
Ah. All right. And Kevin's still here. Thank you. He says, hi, Lemon Pie. Make sure Curtis sings this. Yeah, he's gonna do a Weird Al thing too. Like
I,
I
I
said,
I decided not to put a goal on tonight just
God,
because I don't want people to think that I'm, you know, that's all I care about is the money and stuff.
no, no,
But also it is late, and
right.
you I'm just grateful that people showed up. To be
Oh,
honest, you
let's,
know.
exactly. Let's run through this or really do the fast thing here for the
Mhm.
chat because I got to get going myself. I keep saying
Yes,
that.
yes,
I'm having too
yes.
much fun.
And we are having a lot of fun, and that's the good and bad.
Right.
It's fun. If I was 20 years younger, we could just do an all night stream. But
Oh my gosh. I did that not very
yeah,
long ago. I did 11 hours, almost
wow.
12.
I finally did 6. Be impressed.
Wow. Yeah, it was
I'm.
still a game, but crazy. It's
That's
crazy.
fantastic.
Uh,
Kevin Trekkie is here.
awesome. Okay, Mike says hello. Thank you all. Well, thank you, Zara. I mean, like I said, if you get a chance, check out the channel. Hey, Kevin, thank you for coming in. It says hi, Curtis. Jim saying hi to Lemon Pie. Lemon Pie saying hi, Kevin. Theme Park Adventures. Sashi says I might be your 800 subscriber. You were at 799. Let's see where I'm at right now. It keeps
800,
bouncing. Yeah, we're at
800,
800. I know.
800.
I know earlier that who Lizzie said she subscribed, and so this thing about YouTube subscribers, they bounce up and down, up and down, and I don't even let it bother me anymore. But thank you so much on that, Sashi, and thank you, Lizzie, for subscribing. And Don't make PvP a super mod. He will ban the word eggnog. Nice, nice. Nice laughing with that. Rest well, PvP. Yeah, PvP. You get some rest. Good
Sleep
night.
well. We will see what we can accomplish tomorrow.
Woo woo! I've got 225 XP on this. Really?
Woo!
Ooh, wow. Okay, you want to
That's
read Kevin Tricky?
wow. Yes, Kevin Shrekky. If I can be in the right place. I saw the Strange New Worlds episode 7. Wow, we need better writing. Trek has just been very bad
Yeah.
lately. I'm
Yeah.
sorry to hear that. I hate that.
Yeah, it's kind of too bad because I've always been a big fan of Star Trek, Star Wars, and what have you. So, not going to go into full detail about that.
Right on.
Hi, Kevin Trekkie. It says Lizzie. Lizzie says, Curtis, would you make a great university lecturer? You would be.
Oh, thank you. I kind of always felt like if I hadn't screwed my life up, that's what I would have been. But it is what it is. We just do the best we can.
Oh yeah, that's all we can. She says, Lizzie says, interesting adventures. Thank you. Thank you. To, both, I mean, especially, Curtis. Yeah, she's
Ezra, yeah,
good at
Ezra. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure that I know what you mean about you're telling my life, but Ezra's good people. He's
yeah.
really solid. He's like I say, he's in that same community as Lizzie Armstrong, and they're both just really fascinating people to talk to.
Well,
So yeah,
there you
yeah.
go.
Just God bless both of them for being all of you.
Yeah.
Everyone that's in here is an interesting, fascinating person. Right? They
Oh, they
really
are.
are.
They
So
are. It's incredible. But yeah, Ezra, I would love to talk to you more about the film industry, but you know what? That's a whole different ball game. So, but I really appreciate you being here on Curtis's channel. Thank you.
yes, thank you so much, and I appreciate because I know you've got a busy day tomorrow too, Ezra, and thank you so much for being here.
Well,
I
thanks.
really appreciate it.
Kevin says I got 75 XP. Awesome. Here you go.
Hold on. Sorry,
Okay.
I'm trying to multitask and failing.
Uh,
Sci-Fi Mombi. Well, Sci-Fi Mombi's actually not here, but yes, she's into Star Trek. She's in her big thing is the Orville, but lately she has been doing watch parties of the original Star Trek series.
oh,
So
wow.
she's good people too. She's good people too. She's not here, but she helped me. She tried to help me get my stream, not my stream yards, but my stream elements set up,
Oh, good.
and then I never hardly messed with it ever again. So basically, my stream elements keep saying, "Hey, subscribe to Sci-Fi Mombi," and
Right.
nobody else. And I
Well,
need to go in there and fix that. There's like 20 or 30 other people that I really should be promoting with the
yeah.
same consistency.
Yeah.
So,
I got to get more back into Stream Elements. I started putting it on there and it started doing, and it's working pretty good, but I got to do the same thing. I'm with you on that.
yep. Yep.
Definitely. Um, Absolutely. I will check out the channel. Thank you. I appreciate it, Ezra. I really do. I mean, I'm not here to just kind of, hi, I'm an actor. I once played a such and such on a TV show and a movie, but I am an actor.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
accept this Academy Award on behalf of the Academy. No.
Well, yeah, but I did some acting in a community college. So take that.
Cheers to that one. Hmm. Cheers to that one. That was great. That was awesome.
Oh, God.
There was
Uh,
no gnome about that one. Um, nice. I was SAG eligible, but I never really went for it. I never got connected with the SAG union. Those
I
don't know
got
what
you.
SAG is. is Screen Actors Guild.
Yes, yes.
And there's a DGA, Directors Guild of America, so on and so on. All right. I had to head out. I had to head out to set tomorrow. What's your call time? What time do you have to? I'm asking him his call time. Great. Wow. Yeah, that's how much I was in the industry. What's your call time? What time do they have you there on set? Wow. Well, that's awesome. But thank you, Ezra. I appreciate you so much. It says for the weekend. All right. Be safe out there. Stay cool because it's hot.
Yep. Yeah. Stay hydrated.
Kevin's still here, and here's one from Lemon Pie.
Huzzah!
Ah. Okay, so Larry and I worked on the movie Showdown 1993, Billy Banks, Kevin Scott, Christine Taylor. It was a fantastic experience. Yes, I worked on that movie. Mike, there were so many movies I've worked and TV shows I worked and produced and things like that. Lizzie says, cool, Ezra, big weekend ahead. You want to go ahead and read this?
Yes. Lizzie saying, thank you, Connie, Curtis, Adventures, and all.
Awesome. Jim says, I'm in bed. Good night, everyone. Good night, Jim. Please check out Commodore Productions. You never know what you'll see. Lemon Pie says, good night, Jim.
Good night, Jim.
YouTube subscribers bounce up and down, Larry. I know which is crazy. I went from, bless you so much, Sasha. I really appreciate it. And Lizzie and somebody else tonight, but it fluctuates. And I at this point, I'm just blessed to be where I'm at. That's all I have to say. From 200 to 500, 800 to 1. I just have fun doing this. Okay. So, but thank you, Lemon Pie. You, Scurvy, you are incredible. You are absolutely incredible. And here you go from Sashi.
Kevin's Trekkie Sci-Fi Mombi is into Trek, but now more into that Family Guy space show. The name escapes me now. I believe Sashi is being a little bit sarcastic, but
That's
who
funny.
knows? Maybe
All the
maybe not.
Jetsons. Meet George Jetson. No. His wife. Nice. I'm sorry, that just came to my head when you said that.
I still feel gypped that we don't live in the George Jetson universe. It's just makes me sad.
That would be fun. Sir Lemon Pie says, Kirby says, well, that sounds fun if they are female subscribers. Nice.
Capital idea. I'm glad I voted for it.
Oh my gosh, that's great. Sashi says,
I haven't been in a Trek since Enterprise, and I'll be honest, neither have I. I watched a few episodes of Brave New Worlds, and I'm not going to say that I was hating it.
It's all right.
But I wasn't. After about 4 episodes, I was like, I just don't really care to keep watching. I mean, it wasn't like Rings of Power that actually upset me.
Yeah.
Because now I'm the one that's in danger of going down the rabbit hole. Tolkien is my thing.
Tolkien, there you go. There you go.
And the Silmarillion is, to me, it's like, it's a lot like Star Trek and Star Wars are to nice. A lot of other. And so when they take the Rings of Power and they basically just completely butcher it and ignore what's going on in the Silmarillion, to me, it was disgusting.
Yeah.
And that's talk for another day.
Right.
But I wanted so badly to love the Rings of Power. And I could have loved that show if it had not been Tolkien based. If Amazon had just said, hey, here's a new fantasy show.
Yeah.
I could have loved it then. But because it was Tolkien and they bastardized so much.
Right. The Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
That's a shame because, I don't know if you ever watched Star Trek Voyager.
I didn't. I heard good things about it,
Catherine Janeway, she was great.
Yeah.
When my friend when I worked with him on the Highwayman, Tim Russ, he played Tuvok. He was African American um, Vulcan,
Yeah,
and he played it so well because he told me he learned a lot of it from Leonard Nimoy.
yeah. Well, like here's the thing. To dive maybe just dip my toes into politics. I had zero problems with there being black
Mhm.
elves in Rings of Power.
Right.
The Silmarillion doesn't really talk about it, but I had no problem saying extrapolating and saying, well, his fantasy world is very loosely based off of the real world. So it's easily conceivable that there could have been black elves
Oh, good
in that
question.
world. That doesn't bother me even a little bit. And it,
Wow.
it doesn't bother me that like some people are like, well, Galadriel's a girl boss and this and that. I
Yeah.
don't care.
Yeah.
Galadriel's a badass in the
Right.
books.
Right.
So I'm okay with her being a girl boss, but there's stuff that like Sauron.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sauron ends up having like a little love thing with Galadriel,
Hmm.
and I'm sorry, but
Hmm.
Sauron was already a Dark Lord on a dark throne at the time that this story is going on.
Right.
He would never be pretending to be some wayward waif on the
Ooh.
seas,
Right.
and none of that would happen.
Yeah.
Just it would not happen.
Right.
And I can do a lot of mental gymnastics, but I
Can't see
can't
that.
I can't take you contradicting
Right.
the story to that degree and then being upset that I'm upset.
Right. Yeah. I can see exactly where you're coming from.
You know,
Right.
uh, it's a beautiful story, and it is in the Silmarillion. The he was a Dark Lord.
Yeah.
He had built up this kingdom of Mordor already,
Yeah.
and the Numenorians humbled him, but they were evil too, and they allowed him to corrupt. Because instead of, they probably couldn't have killed him anyway because he was a god, but
Right. Right.
instead of trying to kill Sauron, they took him prisoner and took
Mm.
him to Numenor, and he whispered and he lied and he fed them all these things that caused them to become more corrupt, and
Wow.
he convinced them to defy the gods, and they invaded the elven home. It was basically the heaven of that universe,
Right. Right.
and the gods were like, we can do one of three things,
Yeah.
and we're not going to do, we can either leave this universe and just let evil take it all over.
Right.
We can crush these people and fulfill all of the lies that Sauron said about us, or we can submit to the actual, because in Tolkien's universe, it's very Christian based.
Oh yeah. Oh
And
yeah.
there's the gods are angels, and
Yeah.
then there's God, like
God.
God.
God Almighty. Right.
Basically, what the gods did was they said, "Look, God, you decide this one, because whatever we do is going to just screw it up."
Yeah.
And God Himself took Numenor and sank it beneath the waves.
Oh wow.
And it's a
Wow.
powerful, it's like the Atlantis story, only it's beautiful and it's
Right
powerful
on.
and it
Right on.
speaks to you. And they took that story and made it a thing where Galadriel has a love affair with Sauron.
Jeez.
And I'm like, but you expect me to like this?
Right. And
No.
I don't
No.
I don't I don't blame you one bit, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Well, thank you for filling me in on that. That's it's pretty interesting on how some of this stuff goes or how they directions they go and what have you. But I could talk about this all night.
Yeah, I'm afraid I could.
Yeah, I could too.
Yeah.
That's the thing about it. Whoa. Here's one for you.
Sashi, you mean the Orville? It's an okay show. I'm just not a big fan of Seth MacFarlane and the toilet humor. It's not my style.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if you've ever seen
I've seen
Ted
the
1 and Ted 2.
no, I've seen Orville season 1 and 2, if that is what you're talking about. But
No, Ted 1, Ted 2 was a movie with Mark Wahlberg and his teddy bear.
uh never
Yeah,
seen it.
it was a Seth MacFarlane movie, 1 and 2. You guys haven't seen it. It's funny, it's hilarious, but it's pretty, you know.
Pretty toilet humor. Gotcha.
Yeah, it is for Seth MacFarlane, of course. But, Sam Jones is in it because his character in the movie loves Flash Gordon, just idolizes Flash Gordon. So, and of course, Sam comes in dressed like he was in the movie Flash Gordon in 1980.
Right.
Oh my gosh, it was so funny. It just gotta watch it. There's one scene where Mark Wahlberg's on that bike thing in the sky with Sam Jones, and they're flying through and they're playing the Queen song, Flash Gore, Queen of the universe. Oh,
Yes.
it's funny. But yeah, I can see what you mean by Seth MacFarlane, his humor, toilet humor. Here's one for you.
Lizzie is saying we love Connie's channel with her birds and crafts and fun, and that's true. I love it.
Yes, please subscribe to everybody. Please. I mean, I can't thank you guys enough here in the channel. Subscribing to Curtis, myself, and everybody else. It's just this is a community of being yourself, having fun. Yes, Orville. There you
Indeed.
go. There you go. Right there.
Yep, there we go. Lizzie is saying we love Connie's channel with birds, crafts, and lots of fun. And
Connie's so amazing. I know
she
Mike.
is. Yeah.
Mike made her a managing moderator, as also as her lemon pie as well. So please check out their channels. They are absolutely amazing. The Bird Woman of YouTube.
Indeed.
Sashi LOL. Suzanne, how are you?
Meet you all the way, Susanna. Yeah. I can't help. I have to sing that whenever I see her. Hopefully, it doesn't get annoying to her.
Yeah, put a beautiful smile on my face. I can tell you right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Beautiful smile on my face. And thank you, Suzanne. I am so glad you're here.
It is good to see you. We love you, Suzanne. We
No,
love
boy,
you.
we definitely love you here.
Yeah.
We definitely love you. And everybody's saying hi to you, Suzanne. And she says, hello, Sashi. She says, Lizzie. And she's also saying hello to Lemon Pie. I'm so glad. It is so good to hear from you, Suzanne. Thank you for being here. You're in our thoughts and prayers, always. And, we're not going into anything. We're just excited for you to be here.
Yep. You got it.
That's what matters, to be here with our kookiness and craziness. That's who we are. Lemon Pie says, I like sci-fi Mambi.
Yeah. She's a streamer.
Yeah.
She just happens to stream at times of day when Lemon Pie is not really on YouTube. And I haven't been watching as much of her lately. And I don't know. My schedule is weird since I've got laid off because I work just enough that I feel like I should be actually watching more streams, but it seems like I'm watching fewer. I don't know what that's all about. But.
Right. Well, it kind of works out that way, to be honest with you. Sometimes we can't make other people stream and this and that, and I feel bad when I can't. And it really bothers me. And like Mike, I didn't get any notification. Mike, when you were streaming, that's the crazy thing about YouTube. Just really just kind of bothers me. But Mike says April, aka Sci-Fi Mombi, is into Orville Nation. Seth MacFarlane's Star Trek knockoff. Knock it off.
Knock it off.
There you go. There's one for Sashi.
My weirdest experience in the theater was on Star Trek Nemesis. It was just me and a couple, and they weren't there for the movie. Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh,
It's like
my.
what's this Sulu? Oh my.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, this is bad. Okay, let's keep going. Here's another one, Kevin Trekkie. He has a couple of them here.
It is neat to go to a movie on the first run. I did that with First Contact and really had fun with the rest of the audience. It makes all the scenes play better. On one hand, I also had a bad experience with Endgame. There was a lady on her phone the whole time. She was talking to her kid, made it so annoying. So I had to watch it again another day.
Oh, I know how that goes, especially sometimes when they bring like a baby and won't stop crying and crying, they just let them cry.
Mm-hmm.
That's just really, but that's a whole different story. But okay, Mike says some breaking news. 12 News had some breaking news, Larry, of powerful outages throughout the valley due to monsoon storms. Yeah, I mean, I've been getting alerts nonstop on my phone. So, like I said, I'm going to have to probably get this done quick. We're almost at the end of the chats. We're finally getting through it.
Woo!
Please be careful, my brother. And here you go. There's another one for you for Kevin
Trekkie. I've seen Ted and the Western one. I'm just not into that kind of humor.
Yeah, I'm not either. I'll be honest with you. I'm really not, even though Sam was in it.
Adam Sandler movies are more Kevin Strecky kind of humor, and I like some of his movies too. It's not the same as Seth's kind of humor.
No, it's totally different, and I also like Mel Brooks. So
yes, yes.
Stacy, seriously, Larry TCB, you look great. Good to see you on the mend. Yes, I'm on the mend, but I gotta go through my last procedure tomorrow, and God willing, with the prayers and everything will go well. It's been a roller coaster ride with this heart surgery and the way they did it and everything else. I'm not going to go into detail because this is about my brother Curtis tonight. But Stacy, I'm so glad you need to give me a call because there's a lot of things I need to talk to you about. A lot of things. She has worked with. We work back and forth when it comes to the music industry, country music, and the rock and roll and all this stuff. And please check out Stacy's channel. My gosh, I'm so glad she's here. She brought in a lot of concerts. Anybody from was Cody Johnson to, some big like REO Speedwagon, things like that. So please, when you get a chance, Stacy, call me tomorrow. Depends if you can call me tomorrow evening when I get back from having my small heart procedure tomorrow, because it's only going to take about 2 or 3 hours for the procedure. And then I got to be in post-op for about 2 hours. So I'll probably be home around 5 or 6 o'clock tomorrow, our time. So is tomorrow night okay, if that works for you? Almost here. Mikey Sue's 4, we love you, Suzanne. We definitely do.
Yes.
Ronnie says bad win. Yeah, we had some bad wins here as well. And Mike is saying, hello, Stacy. Please check out Mikey Sue's 4. Stacy says, yes, I will call you tomorrow. So, yeah, Mike says, be careful, Miss Ronnie. Yeah, please, Ronnie. If you're out and about, please, please, please be careful. We love you. And Stacy says, I had Rodney Atkins and Brian Keller come into Heroes on October. You do? Awesome. You know what? I want to talk to you about, and I will talk to you more about this tomorrow night, about the that guy, that country singer I told you about. and he is taking off like hotcakes. I know you said he sounds a little more like George Strait and everything else, but I want to talk to more about him. I know you don't, but he's taken off. He's been in the Grand Ole Opry and everything else now, but you know, but I can understand where you're coming from. What kind of country singer and everything else he is with that new song. Um, Good luck, or yeah, but bad luck. Mikey says Stacy Atkins' best song is "These Are My People." Yep.
Hmm.
Okay, I think we got to everybody's chat. I want
Woo!
to thank you, everybody, tonight. We still got 8 people. Please hit that like button on both of the streams. Share this because this has been one of the best streams I've been with for a while.
Well,
I've had.
good. I'm glad. Thank you so much. Thank you
Oh,
for
I'm so
having me.
excited. This is really going to help me and for tomorrow. To be honest with you.
800 subs. That's amazing.
Yeah, thank
That's
you.
amazing.
I
Yeah,
really.
I'm glad.
I mean, anybody else wants to subscribe or unsub? Don't unsub.
Yeah, please don't unsub.
Please don't, please don't unsub. Please,
At least give him a couple of videos.
please, please. Yeah, well, it's okay if I go down or up or I'm
Yeah, we
just
just keep
have fun.
going.
Have fun. Yeah, I mean, just have fun. I'm crazy out there on the road when I do these Route 66 things, and I just so let's stop here. No,
Yeah.
let's go over here. No, I don't want to go there. Jeez, what we're doing Route 66. Let's go stop at this place. Let's go to Meteor City, or let's go to New Mexico.
You
Uh,
could go to northern Oklahoma.
yes, be an
Woo!
Okie from Muskogee, a
Yes.
place where even squares can have a ball.
Yes,
Oh
indeed.
man. Ronnie says awesome. Mike says back to back awesome streams, brother.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
you, brother Curtis.
Yeah.
And Ronnie says only 200 subscribers to see Larry get a new tattoo.
Larry gets another tattoo.
My
Another
first,
tattoo.
be my
Another
first
tattoo.
another tattoo, another tattoo. No, this will be my first, and in fact, I'll probably put my mom on there underneath it because, as I said, my mom meant the world to me. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be where I'm at. I wouldn't be who I am, and I thank God for her every day, and I just want to wake up and call her or say hi or give her a hug or give her a kiss, and
Yep.
but that's just. But yeah, I will do it. I will do it. I'm telling you right now, I will do it. The only thing is because of all the heart thing, I have to be on blood thinners for 3 months. Once I'm off, I will get. Even if I'm at 1,000 subscribers, I promise you guys, I will get the tattoo. It's going to be this big. No, it's not going to be that big.
Eh.
All over my arm like this. No, might be a little bit smaller than that.
Okay.
But I'm going to put, Route 66 and put my mom there with
That's
it.
cool. That's nice. That's
Yeah.
nice.
New Mexico was awesome. When we go to the Crater City, Meteor City, we need to create you mean Meteor? It has to be Crater City. Well, I think she means Meteor City. We need to create a stencil that says "Your Self Adventure" so we can spray paint all over those VW vans. Yes, those little vans sitting out there that you get to spray
Mm-hmm.
paint. People do it. Mike says, "LOL, Ronnie, he better get this done. I will down personally to imprint a tattoo on his body myself last month. What love." Ronnie says hugs. Yeah, I can't believe. I mean, Ronnie's like, you got to do something crazy. I said I was going to do a 12-hour stream. Ronnie said, do something crazy. And then I'll sell out of the blue. We'll do Route 66. So I'll have a tattoo of a Route 66, then am I going to be like Wild Hogs? Hey, yeah, like the Apple. It's a brand. Sue me.
There you go.
Oh my
There
God.
you go.
All right, guys. Well, I can't, I wish I could say thank you for everybody, go one by one, but unfortunately it's
It's
getting late.
late.
Yeah, I really can't thank you guys enough. Sorry, Curtis.
No, this
You
is
know,
wonderful. Thank you. I'm
I,
glad. Like I say, I'm just glad. I'm sorry that it is late, but I'm glad we got this done. I'm
yeah, I
glad
mean,
we finally.
yeah, we're just going bump, bum, bum, bum. Good night, sweetheart.
Sweetheart, well, it's time to go. Bo,
Bum,
bo,
bum,
bo, bo, bo.
bum. Good night, sweetheart.
Sweetheart, well, it's time to go.
I hate to leave you,
But I really must say good night, sweetheart.
sweetheart. Good
Good night.
night. Okay, I'm a bad influence of Ronnie. If you're in the neighborhood this weekend, Ronnie, would you mind sharing some of my stickers with me because I need some stickers. I left my stickers with her when we went up to El Rancho up in New Mexico, and I totally forgot to get them from her. But I would love to somehow get you a sticker or something like that, Curtis. I know it's not really exciting. I'm going to get a sticker.
Ah, I'm just happy with whatever I get.
Thank you, my brother.
You're
And I
welcome. God
appreciate
bless.
you for being here. Love you, Ronnie, says Mike. And good night, sweetheart. Well, good night, Ronnie, Gigi, everybody that's been here. Ronnie's like, maybe you want to meet me Saturday at 6 p.m. The only bad thing, Ronnie, I won't because I can't explain this on YouTube because where they have to go, it's going to be hard for me to walk, and I won't be able to drive. Um, the surgery's tomorrow, and they said I can maybe drive within 24 or 48 hours, but it's very painful. I have to hold pressure there every time I stand up. I mean, I'm getting a little, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it or not, Ronnie. I would love to so much. I love going over there. All right, tell me about your channel real quick, Curtis. I want to thank
Okay.
you for the chat again.
Yeah. So basically, I've gone the full gamut of being a dorky comedian reaction channel to being a political channel to being now. I really, I mean, I do. It seems like I do about 40% interviews, which is great. I actually like
Good,
that.
good.
40% watch parties, and then like 20%. I don't even know if you'd call it politics, but I've started to do a series about the Constitution
Mhm.
because to me that I think is one very central thing that people need to understand better is what is in the Constitution, what
Yep.
were the founding fathers trying to do with it, do we still want to follow their lead or do we think it's a big pile of crud? I obviously have got my own bias, but
Yeah.
but uh, uh, I recently got through reading the Articles of Confederation, which were the previous, before the Constitution.
Yeah.
And this Saturday, I intend to basically talk about the convention itself and probably read the first article or something like that.
Oh,
So
fantastic.
so that's kind of my channel. So
Fantastic. Ronnie says, sorry, I don't see Curtis' channel.
here, let me type something in.
No, that would be great.
Sorry. Doop 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 doo.
Yeah, if you could definitely put your link there.
And I've subbed to Ronnie's World. I made sure I subbed to Ronnie's World and to who else? Stacy Nupoff.
Yes, Stacy, please, definitely.
I think I was already subbed to everyone else, but let me see. Am I subbed to Kevin Theme Park Adventure? Yes, I am.
Here,
So
I'll put your channel in.
thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Because I don't know if anybody in here is subscribed to me, but they are. Thank you. If they're not, thank you as well.
Yeah, thank you everybody who's listened. Whether you've subbed or not, hopefully at least consider, you know, watching either an interview or a watch party, or maybe you're interested in the Constitution. You don't necessarily have to take all my analysis of it as gospel, but I'm trying very hard just to be pretty much factually. This is what it says. This is what, say, Alexander Hamilton said that this part meant, so on and so on. So,
Right, right. Yeah, which is really awesome, to be honest with you. And Ronnie says, cool. And Lemon Pie just put my channel in there.
woo!
And so if you get a chance, check out Be Yourself Adventures. If you haven't subscribed or hit the like button or shared and notification. But also, please check out my special guest who, I kind of kept it a secret for who it's going to be. And I'm glad you joined, my brother.
I'm glad that we did this. It's
Oh
like I
my.
say, there's a handful of people, and you were one of those that I just really would like to get interviewed in the next couple of months if it's at all possible.
Oh
So I'm
yeah. If
glad
you
that we
ever want,
got this.
yeah,
Yeah.
if you ever want me and you want to start giving me the third degree, that'd be awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's get your procedure taken care of, and frankly, let's get the dark shadows going, because I
Oh
think that
my gosh. Here we go back in the dark shadows saying,
dark
"Let's
shadows.
you get me into that. I won't stop because you know how much I like dark shadows. I mean, I should have done a poll out there. Who doesn't like dark shadows?
Shadows.
I mean, oh man, oh, you're such an awesome dude. You know that. And
I got
thank you for watching that video about Near Dark because that was a lot of fun. I'll be
yeah.
honest with you. That was
I could tell you guys had a lot of fun with that.
yeah. We did. Once again, I'm going to show this one more time. I'm sorry
That's okay.
because I did finally find a fixed version of the thumbnail, and I really want to share it with you. And it took all night, but I finally found it. I was ignoring everybody else. No, I'm kidding. I did not ignore everybody else.
Ignore them all.
Yes, ignore them. Uh,
Only the Collins family matters.
yeah, there is
So cool.
the fixed. Hold on, where am I? Okay. See, watch party television show reviews and look at the dark shadows right here with Barnabas there, and with the. You see how excited I was to get this going. I did this all in Photoshop.
That is fantastic.
There wasn't no AI or anything else like this. This is was a lot. It was a lot of work to do this, the layers and everything else. And I was like, yes, let's get this going. Because I know I wanted PvP to get going. I love you, PvP. But I was almost at the point, it's like, I'm going to stop the Avengers and I'm going to start Dark Shadows because that's how much that season, that TV show meant to my mom. And it was my mom's favorite of all time. That
And
was
I am new to the Dark Shadows. And like I say, I saw one, what I considered a crappy episode, which I'm assuming that either it was before Barnabas Collins, or I just had that bad luck of seeing a bad episode.
right,
You
right.
know,
Yeah.
And then I judged it after that, and everybody's like, "Oh, it's so cool! It's so cool!" And I tried not to be a jerk about it, but in the back of my mind, I was like, "Yeah, I saw that. That was really kind of corny." But the episodes that Mikey and PvP shared, I'm just being honest, they were cool.
Right.
They
Yeah.
were really cool. So
And Mrs. Stoddard, she's great. It's so is yeah. I see. I'm gonna get more into Dark Shadows, and I won't. You
no,
won't
we
be
got to
able
go to bed. We got to go to
to
bed.
keep you
Both
up
of us got to go to bed.
with Dark Shadows. Like I said, is a Dan Curtis production.
See,
I mean,
Curtis is even in the name, so
yes, yes. See, yes, Dan
fate
Curtis. Yes,
meant
that's
to
right.
be.
Good grief! All right, Mike. Mike said he subbed to Stacy as well. A lemon pie showed my channel. Says hi, Suzanne. Suzanne, again, I'm so glad you were here tonight. And I think I got a new person in here. He's watching the channel. Hold on. Ronnie says, "Cool for fur baby," and I am not Batman. I, I
I'm not that man.
I do too. I have a Dark Shadows comic book as well. I do have one, Ronnie. So do you, and I have one. Mine's in pretty good shape, even though I've had it when I was a little kid, probably like 1969 or 70. But I still have it.
That's
And
fantastic.
my mom raised me on Dark Shadows and The Bold and Beautiful. My mom was One Life to Live, Dark Shadows. Those were her two shows with, Victoria, with um, from One Life to Live with Erica Streza. I can think of her real character in One Life to Live. But with Asa and Bo and Nikki, when she turns into Nikki with the personalities, and that's a whole different thing.
Oh, right, right.
With Victoria Lord. There she is, Victoria Lord.
That's it.
Okay, we got somebody. It's called JO3 Harbo.
That
Haribo.
is Scottish Joe from the Gorillas community.
Hey, thank you. I know who you are. You're around a lot.
Scottish Joe.
Scottish, and that's where you're talking about Lord of the Rings and all. I want to
Hmm.
go to Scotland so bad.
Oh, Scotland.
I want to, I thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. You know what I'm going to do? Because I've seen you around a lot. You think I should? You think I should
Do it. Do it.
do it?
Do it. Do it. Do it.
I'm going to do it now. You know what? You want to go ahead and to Scottish? Can you please? There you go. There you go. You do
Scottish.
pass by. You are now a moderator in my channel.
Woo!
You are
Woo,
now a
woo, woo,
moderator.
woo,
And
woo.
it's fantastic.
Joe saying, "Don't do it."
Scottish Joe. I really appreciate you. Mike says, "Hey, Scottish Joe, welcome." And everyone subscribe to all the better band. Yes, that's Stacy's son band. And please subscribe. Stacy, can you put their link in the chat real quick? Because we're gonna have to really get this because to say goodnight because we've been wanting to say goodnight for about an hour now. Um, but if you can do that for me, that'd be fantastic to put Jake's band in there because you guys got to check him out. He's very talented.
All the better band. I think
Stacy's
that's it.
incredible. Her son's so talented. He also handled a band called Promise to Myself, and that just kind of really, I think, hurt all of us when they kind of went their separate ways. But I could understand that. They were doing just phenomenal, very talented guys. Mikey, it says good to see you too. Ronnie says, Price is Right, Young and Restless with my mom's other show. Victor, with Victor and um, all the characters from Young and Restless. Yeah, especially Victor. He was in the Planet of the Apes, one of the Planet of the Apes movies. And he says, Scottish Joe says, pass by a few times. Thank you. And yeah, behave if you want to hang around. Good words. Don't do it.
Behave.
Joe's like, don't do it. Please, 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 please don't. I did it anyway. LOL. Ronnie says, kilts are sexy. No comment on that one.
Yeah, I'm just gonna plead the fifth on all that.
Yeah. Okay. Here's their channel. If you want to check them out, please, Curtis, if you can
Just
subscribe,
subbed.
guys,
Just subbed to them. Yep. Just did.
please, please subscribe to Ronnie's great. To Stacy's son's channel, their band. They are just
They
doing it.
look they look really cool.
Oh, they're good. I've known Jake since he was little, and yeah, it's incredible. Plays drums, plays guitar, just just a very talented kid. And Stacy, I am so proud of him. I know you are too. And I just can't thank you enough for being here. Mikey's like also posted it, and I know I'm subscribed to them. I can tell you right now. No, I'm not going to subscribe to myself.
Mhm.
That
Mike,
would just
Mikey's
be
up to 300 XP on your channel.
awesome. Really? So
Yes.
there's the channel right there, guys. Please check it out. I know it's a little blurry and stuff like that, but it's all the better. And thank you for putting that on there, Stacy. Let's just finish this up. Stacy, I'm already subbed to your son. Fantastic. Thanks, Mikey. You're welcome, Stacy. Stacy says my son is the guitar player. I know he's guitar, but he's phenomenal on the drums. My gosh, that time we came over and Mike's like, "Wow, 300 XP. Ooh la la. Well, fine." When I start really getting tired and really getting goofy,
Hmm.
you probably want me off the live stream because I am a total different Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Oh my.
Uh,
I just fall asleep eventually.
yeah,
Eventually I'll be doing the gorillas thing or whoever. You know.
yeah. Hey Joe, are you subscribed? I'm pretty sure you're subscribed to my channel. I wouldn't have been
I
able to
think
be a moderator.
right on.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I would have been able to, but I could be wrong. I could
You
be
know, I
wrong.
never even thought about it. Are you able to make
Yeah,
someone a moderator who's not subbed?
you know what? Yeah, that's a very good question. And he says, yes, I'm sub before. Thank you. I thought you were, but I don't know why I've never made you a moderator. Shame on me. Well, you are definitely one. Like it or not.
A YouTube moderator.
Yeah, that's a good question.
How to make someone a mod if they're not subbed. There's nothing useful here.
He just said,
How to moderators, how to make someone a moderator, blah blah blah. Um, I don't think I want to drag us down
no.
into it.
Joe says right here, but you can be a mod without subbing.
Okay, okay,
There's our answer.
interesting.
Yep. Thank you
Yeah.
for that info.
Good night, Ronnie's World. With love and respect, I think we should call it a stream soon.
Yep, that's it. Ronnie, thank you for being here. Thank you. And we got to figure out this weekend because I don't know if I'm going to be able. Just call me tomorrow night or call me Saturday morning, please. That might be better. I'm going to have Stacy call me tomorrow night. And I really don't know if I'm going to be much on wanting to talk on the phone after having this done. I've had it one other time. But it's almost 2 a.m. Yikes! Good night, brothers. All right. On that note, just a real quick prayer. Our
Heaven.
Heavenly Father, I want to thank you for everybody that was here tonight. Also, my special guest, Lord, was Curtis Selby which, prayers are out there for you, my brother.
Thank you.
Think about you, pray for, your channel, pray for, the work out there that you're looking for. And may you grow with the Spirit. And, there's so many out there we need to be praying for right now. Suzanne, praying for Suzanne. And Lord, we just know you're watching over her, how much we love her. And also Women Wonder with Gigi and Fat Man Batman, also known as Richard, Mikey Sue's 4, everybody, Lord, just please lay your hands on them. They are such good people. And I'm thankful for you to bringing them on here tonight, Lord. And Lord, Brother Jay was here earlier, and I'm really so glad. He is such a great brother, Christian brother, Lord. And also, like Matt's friend, he has stage 4 cancers. Please pray for him. Pray for Brother Jay and everybody else who needs some prayers. All right. And in Jesus' precious name, we pray. Amen.
Amen.
All right, guys. So, and Ronnie says real fast, hey, if anyone's in Arizona would like to go and meet the wolves at Eagle Tail Mountain Wolf Sanctuary, please let her know. Yes, please, Ronnie. Definitely. We have to go back out there when it gets cooler. And Joe says, night, Ronnie. Morning here now. Wow. And and you can feed the wolves. Yep, there you go. Awesome. All right. Well, on that note, thank you, Curtis Selby.
Thank you for having me. God
I was
bless you.
say Shelby, like Shelby.
It's all good. It's all good.
Oh man.
Only the call-ins matter.
Yeah, it's a Collinsport. Dan Curtis. Again, what was your thoughts tonight? Just real fast.
Fought for the night.
What was really
I'm to that tired point where I don't have any good thoughts. I suppose the best thought I have right now is
the soft pillows to lay on.
Soft pillows to lay on, satin sheets to lay on. No, essentially, we're building a community. Yeah. We don't necessarily know where any of this is headed. I don't know if it's headed to anything that the world would say is fantastic, but I want to believe. I want to believe that God's got some kind of plan for all of us. I don't know, but that's what I want to, what I hope.
You and me both, my brother. You and me both. Lemon Pie says, thanks, Larry and Curtis. So, did you enjoy it tonight?
I did. 100%. 100%.
Fantastic. And then you think everybody else in chat enjoyed? We had a good chat?
I think probably 80 to 90% of the people had a really good time. There's who knows who might be lurking in the background. Maybe there's some vampire in the background. I don't like that they talked about Barnabas Collins. I'm tired of hearing about Barnabas Collins. But I think most people enjoyed it. So.
Willie, go Willie. You get the Willie yet where Barnabas is controlling Willie?
No, I haven't got there yet.
Oh my!
I think Willie shows back up in the next episode that we were thinking about.
Okay,
so I think
we're gonna have. We're gonna have to work this out where we can go from the very beginning of Dark Shadows.
Now we've got you, me, PvP, Mikey, maybe some other people. I don't know. I'm open to suggestions. Your mom, absolutely.
Yeah.
Look down on us from heaven, and we'll all enjoy Dark Shadows.
Thank you, Dan Curtis. I mean, thank you.
I am Dan Curtis. Didn't you know? Yes, and it's all my evil plan. I've been a vampire all this time.
I'm really Barnabas Collins.
Cool.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have dreams about not tomorrow, but I'm gonna be dreaming about Dark Shadows. All right, good. Well, thank you again. Good night, everybody. Thank you. It was
Night.
great. Thank you to my special guest,
Thank you.
Curtis
Thank you for
Selby,
having me.
blogger. Any last thoughts? Good night, I guess.
Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to
It's
go.
time to go. Good night, Stacy. Glad you're here. Lemon Pie says, I knew Curtis was the head vampire. Oh, you're talking about Lost Boys now.
Yes.
I've been a vampire twice. 2 movies.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, 2 movies. Near Dark, I was, Bill Paxton's double. I was a vampire. I worked on another movie called Vegas Vamps, where I was a vampire. I think I might have been a vampire in some other movie, if I might remember right. So, yeah, I'm used to being a blood sucking vampire, as they say in
That's
Australia.
fantastic.
All right. Well, thank you again. And that's going to do it for Be Yourself Adventures. I know we still got a lot of people in chat, but we got to
No,
go.
we've got to call it a night. You and I both have got to call it a night.
Yes.
Peace.
Okay.
Live
Please,
long and
party.
prosper.
Yes, the party is over, guys. Thank you. Thank you for all the love and the hearts and everything else. So next time on Be Yourself Adventures, please check out everybody's channel. Once again, like, share, subscribe, and especially check out Curtis Selby's channel and everybody else that is here. Thank you, Sir Lemon Pie, for handling everything tonight and all the other mods. You guys are fantastic. All right. Thank you. We'll see you guys on the next adventure.
Woo.
Oh,